night tonight. It is Friday. There's been a slight change in what we're going to be doing this weekend because I forgot I had something going on Sunday. So we're going to be streaming tomorrow morning starting at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, doing some Long Dark for about 4 hours, and then Gameslift will be joining me later for some group Icarus that afternoon. I will be stopping my stream about 4 p.m. tomorrow evening. So we'll get about 8 hours in, and then I'm going to be going and getting my stuff done, and then I'm going to be gone on Sunday. But then I'll be back on Monday with more Long Dark, Icarus, and all that good stuff next week. So tonight, though, we're going to get back into our 48-day Will Eggy Jr. file. We just killed a moose. We got a moose down. We got to cook him up. Hopefully we'll get cooking 5 off this moose. Oh, snappity-doo. Snappity snoopity poo there. All right. I don't know if I have enough fuel to keep this fire going though. I only got 4 more reclaimed woods. Only got 4 more reclaimed woods, boys and girls. So I don't know if we got enough. What is that music? There's a whatchamacallit. There's a service that I use called Placeit that had a whole bunch of music stuff that I could download, and that was just part of it. Are you pulling off some sort of art heist in Paris over the weekend? No. I have plans with my best friend to go do some stuff on...
Something's gotta go.
To do some stuff on Sunday with her. There's some stuff that we need to get done, so... I had totally forgotten about it, and she was like, yeah, you sort of need to come over on Sunday and help me with that. And I'm like, oh yeah, I have to, don't I? I don't have to, but I want to, so... You always knew I was a cat burglar?
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh, let's hope that we can get this stuff harvested up in time. Hopefully our fire doesn't get blown out by the dang wind. That was the only place we could place a fire that was nearby the moose, which kind of sucks. But instead you're eloping? No, we're not. No, I'm not eloping.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
There's nothing like that going on. Drop all that over there. No eloping. Is Florona involved? Flurona? No Flurona. No, I just promised her I'd help her do some stuff over at her place, and I totally spaced it off. Hey, Master Kano, how you doing, buddy? Oh boy, that wind does not sound good, my friends. That does not sound good. We may just have to ditch and take all of our stuff. Take stuff over to the little house over there. We had to chase this moose so much last night. It was so annoying.
It's starting to slow me down.
Oh, good. The wind passed. Nice. The wind passed. Oh, and it blew my fire out. You summon a lich. You summon a lich. Well, I need to get more wood before we do anything else. Hey, Naz! How's it going, buddy? How you doing, my friend? I passed wind? No, I did not. But no, it's going good today. It's going good today. We're getting some stuff and things done. We have one more bear that we need to find. Oh, how overweight am I? Oh, I'm like 3 kilos over. Okay, we'll just drop some meat here. We'll come back and get it.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
We'll have to come back and get that. Oh man, doing pretty good. Honestly, stayed up all night playing Dying Light. Oh, nice. Well, I stayed up really late last night finishing up my agriculture supply stockpile mission in Icarus. So I was a little tired this morning, but I'm doing good now. Doing good now. We're going to play a little bit of Long Dark tonight. We're going to play a little bit of Medieval Dynasty tonight. We're going to get back into Friday Medieval Dynasty nights because I've been wanting to play Medieval Dynasty for a while. I've got to put aside my desire to play Icarus, which, believe me, the desire's strong. But got to put that aside and get back to some Medieval Dynasty. So it's a really fun game, Naz. It's a really fun game. It takes a lot to get into. I played till like 11. I played till like 11. It takes a lot to get into Medieval Dynasty because there's a lot to unpack with that game. But once you get into it, it's a load of fun. Yeah, too late for this old man too. Eric with 200 bits. Ah, thank you so much for the 200-bit cheer. I appreciate that very, very much. Very kind of you. Very, very kind of you. I'm gonna get my flare gun out instead. Okay, it's all loaded. Just in case we come over this hill and there's a wolf on the other side. That would be bad. Okay, now that we're over the hill, we can see. Get our bow back out. The thing is, with the bow, you have to draw it and aim it. With the flare gun, if you have it out, you just point and shoot real quick. The reaction time is a lot better on the flare gun than it is on the bow. I mean, I can draw and shoot the bow pretty quick, but it's touch and go. It's touch and go with the bow. So we didn't want to do that. We just wanted to be safe. Better safe than sorry. You know what I'm saying? Ajira, hello, hello. Fair highs to you too. And love as well. I hope you guys are all having a great Friday. The weekend is upon us. Yay. What we'll probably do is we'll get some sleep tonight. We'll strip down naked. And go and grab all of that meat and then bring it back here and harvest it up. We do have some meat to drop here, thank goodness. So we got food. Food is no longer an issue. I got 8 liters of water on me too, which is not helping at all. For Snoken, how you doing? Hello, hello. Got a bear hide in here now, and a moose hide. And I got a fresh deer hide too I gotta put down. Alright. Woo! We got good stuff going on. I should probably go get a little bit of food before we go to bed. Slurpee! Yo! Yo, Slurps. How's it going, buddy? Strip naked and grabbing some meat. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Let's put some stuff in here that we don't need to have on us for running to get the bear or get the moose. Don't need that or that. I don't need that. I won't need my bedroll or my pots or my hacksaw. I'll keep that stuff on me just in case. Put all that stuff in there. That arrowhead in there. Put my cloth in there. Put my feathers in there. That in there. Put my sticks in there. I'll keep my bandages on me. We won't need all that water, that's for dang sure. There's 6 liters of water going away right there. That's beautiful. I figured since we aren't super tired, we'll wait till it gets a little bit darker, and then we'll do what we need to do. Okay, so let's prepare up this birch bark real quick. Proud of myself. I just tested my first batch of homemade capicola, and it's quite yummy. Ooh, interesting. Like that. Well, that's awesome, Slurpee. I'm very happy for you. It's always nice when it comes out right? Quotes 99. I'm staying naked and scruffy. Naked and scruffy. There's stalkers. That's the quote of the Slurp. Is there stalkers in the lockers? There's stalkers in the lockers, boy and girl. Let's grab out our whetstone. Go ahead and sharpen up our tools here real quick. I had to help SE out. What's SE? Oh, stream elements. You had to help stream elements out. Oh, yeah. 3 months of waiting to see if you screwed up. Yeah, God, I bet you were just like on pins and needles. You're like, oh God, please just work out right. That's 3 months of my life. 3 months of my life. You can see if it works or not. Well, I'm glad it worked out for you though. I'm glad it did. Let's throw that crappy whetstone in there and get rid of it. Boop. Grab a good one out. We got two more sharpens to do on our knife. Or on our hatchet. I think we're only getting 4% back right now. Yeah, we're only getting 4%. It was at 93. Now it's at 97. Alright, I'll throw that back in there. What's our weight right now? Oh, we're only at 19 kilos, and that's with our clothing on. That's with our clothing on, so that's pretty dang good. Just pass a little time. Then we'll catch a few more hours of sleep. This will be a zip. Zip. There we go. It's nice and bright out now. Oh. And of course there's a storm. But I wear one thing to make myself warm. There we go. Now we're warm again. I hate leaving the clothing in a pile. I've had instances where I've left stuff in a pile before and it's disappeared on me. So I don't want to risk that. I'll wear the crampons. That'll just prevent me from getting like injured and stuff while I'm out and a boot. Oh, those don't show up very well there at all. Put the socks up there. The rabbit hat. Get out my other hat. There we go. Now everything's pretty well visible. Visible to the naked eye. All right. Oh, look at Will. Look at that rugged man right there. Look at him. He's like, yes, I can take on the world. I walked into here, crampons. Crampons, how you doing, drunken monkey? How's it going, my friend? Decided to stop trying Interloper on Blackrock and switch to Stalker until I learn the area better. Yeah, Blackrock is pretty tough. I still haven't learned the area. Jera. I know it pretty well now, but I still haven't learned it all. Hey, John Andre, how you doing? Or John Andre. Gosh, I'm so horrible at screen names. I'm so sorry. Very tired. I got called to work again last night, so I was working multiple hours. It was awesome, but I was beat. I was going to stream, but I'm going to do that tomorrow. Oh, man, yeah. Take care of yourself first, buddy. Always, always, always take care of yourself. That's what you got to do.
So cold. Just
hey, look, we still have a shirt on. Drunken Monkey with a 4-month resub. Thank you so much for the 4 months, my friend.
The Drunken Monkey just subscribed. Hey, that's my
Thank you so much for the 4-month resub there. Aw, thanks, man. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you to say. I don't know how true it is, but it's very kind of you to say. Aw, you're too kind. Too nice. Now you're making me blush. Now you're making me blush. Gotta love cattails. Oh yeah. Hey Jory, how you doing?
I might have to drop some gear.
Oh, we're good. We're good. We'll come back and get that uncooked meat in a minute. We're taking a bunch of damage, but that's okay. That's all right. We got a lot of stank on us now, so we gotta watch it. But that's what happens when you go on a naked meat run. When you're naked, and on a meat run, that's what happens. You get naked, you go out and grab your meat, and you go back inside. Love those naked meat runs. I know. I love them too. Frostbite all over my body. Got frostbite everywhere now. Legs, feet. Why is it on my feet? Oh, that's because that's not a frostbite. That's me being over encumbered. Like, why do I have frostbite on my feet? I have boots on. I got the boots on. But that's because I got too much stuff on me. The good news is we'll be able to go inside. We'll be able to go inside and put our clothes back on and harvest this meat up, get warm back up, and then we just got to go out and get that little bit of meat. Oh, man. Well, it's the weekend, Drunken Monkey, so I have a feeling most people are doing pretty dang good. Unless they have to work this weekend, which would suck. All right. Woo! There we go. Indoors we go. Let's grab our clothing.
It's starting to weigh me down.
There we go. Perfect. All right, let's harvest our food up. I'm just gonna use my hands. It takes a lot longer, but oh, I can't. It's frozen. Okay. Well, we'll just do that. Oh, actually, you know what? It's frozen, so I'm gonna use the hacksaw. There we go. We'll get our hacksaw out. It'll probably be quicker with the hacksaw. Hour 52, 35 minutes with the hacksaw. That's not bad. Frozen meat actually in early stages of the game works better if you harvest it with the hacksaw than anything else. Now, see, it's not frozen anymore, so it's quicker with our knife, but we can now do it with our hands. So we'll do it with our hands instead, because you never have to repair your hands. Your hands never need to be repaired. So if you can harvest it with your hands, you want to harvest it with your hands. Because that's the most economical as far as like not having to use whetstones or repairing anything up. Feel like right now I'm in the Long Dark. Right now Long Dark has some bugs. For example, Paradise Meadow Key. Yes, it does. There's quite a few bugs actually. One of the bugs that's not there anymore is look, all the meat lays flat. All your meat is flat, boys and girls. We no longer have meat that is not flat, which is awesome. I hate it when my meat was like all skewed. Yeah, they gotta fix a few bugs, Yuri. I'm hoping that since now Hinterland is back from their break, they will address some of the issues like the missing Paradise Key, corpses, the deer corpses that spawn in the game are decaying and disappearing at an extremely fast rate, and they've never ever decayed before. So we're losing a lot of the place deer corpses in the game as well. So I hope they fix that as well as the Paradise Meadow Key. Because, yeah, if you get the Paradise Meadow Key that's supposed to spawn in the truck, you're screwed. It doesn't spawn, period. Now, if you get the ones that spawn in either the tractor, the barn, or behind the house, you're fine. It's just the one. It's just the one that spawns in the truck that doesn't appear anymore. So that kind of sucks. I hate when my meat is all skewed. Yes, I don't like it when it's skewed either. Skewed meat is just not good. Not good. You don't want skewed meat. God, I am not seeing many big branches around here that I can pick up. I see a few small branches like this that I can break apart. Just get some sticks. I usually don't do that, but we're... Oh, there's some branches up there. Alright, let's head back to the barn. We got lots of meat to cook up. As you can see, we're at almost cooking 5. This meat should get us to cooking 5. This basically it's taken us 1 bear and a moose to get to cooking level 5 from where we were, so. And yes, Atheenon mentioned decay. I know quote 64 references it. Yes, I have a problem. It decayed because I slept with it. Yes, you have a problem. But that's okay. We all have problems, Mark Horse. Have a good lurk there. Oh, somebody I thought was saying that they were going to go on a lurk. Never mind. Never mind. Snook, how you doing? Hello, hello. It's all Mark's fault? No, it's never Mark's fault. That's the one thing we do know. It's never Mark's fault. I thought that was something over there. It's not. I thought if the key was supposed to be on the corpse, then the corpse disappears or isn't there. No, the corpse is just one of the 4 spots that can actually spawn. If the corpse isn't there, then it's either going to be in the barn on a corpse, or it'll be in the tractor or in the truck. But right now the truck is bugged, so the truck is not spawning it like it's supposed to. Which kind of sucks. Which kind of sucks. So hopefully they'll fix that soon. It's been nice. It was my birthday, so lots of cakes and fancy food. Aw, well, happy birthday, Snook! Happy birthday to you. Well, happy birthday! Still got all those frostbite risks. See if we can find a limb around here to cut down. Get a little bit of fuel. We've only got 1 arrow down temp, so it's pretty good. Hoping there'd be a cedar or a... There's a cedar. Well, we just got a moose. Oh, now I got 2 arrow down temps. We just got a moose. We got to get some fuel to cook them up. But we got a moose. We got a bear. So that's good. It's only day... It's only day... 51? Day 51, and we're doing pretty good. We've only been alive, though, for, what, 50 days now, so we'll have cooking 5 in 50 days, which is great. Let's grab the rest of our gear here before I forget about it. There we go. Perfect. Alrighty. Alrighty. It's not bad weather out there. I'm wondering if I should just, thinking I maybe just sleep for an hour and then try to cook a little bit tonight. Okay, a lot of my frostbite's almost gone. Okay, so we got 2 arrow down temps. Not really seeing any big branches to cut down. There's one way over there. I guess we could go for that. Try to get a little wind protection from doing it. I don't know which way the wind's blowing, though.
Dusk, so night.
That's all right. That's all right. We'll take the damage. It looks like good weather, too, so we'll do some cooking. Get some cooking done. Oh, we might be able to get a mag lens fire started, to be honest. Let's see if we get a mag lens fire going. I don't know. This weather's kind of a weird moment. Nope, no mag lens. Okay. Just in time for the world temperature to be minimum. Yes, of course.
Never felt so cold in my life.
Just in time for minimum world temps, baby. That's always a good thing, though. Then we don't have to worry about it getting any colder, right?
Come on.
Hey, Vibe Night, how you doing? Friday's going good. Friday is going really good. We got a lot of fun stuff planned today. We're going to be playing some Long Dark for a little while. We're going to be playing... Oh, actually, before I do that, let's just put some meat on here. We're going to be playing some Long Dark. We're going to be playing some Medieval Dynasty tonight as well. So we got lots of fun stuff. I may play some Osiris New Dawn tomorrow. I've heard of that one. Yes, I have heard of that one. Nothing like a good old -40 afternoon breeze. Yeah, you know, hey, it does what it can. We'll get like 3 fires started here. And
come on.
Then we'll get the meat cooking. We're pushing for cooking level 5 right now. That's our goal. We're so close. We're so freaking close. All right. All of our stuff's in decent shape. Come on, Gabe. There we go. Might get them all cooking at the same time here. There we go. Now we got them all going, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Get some meat ready to go here. Get our meat lined up properly. So we can just pick it up and put it right on the fires. I love that the meat lays flat again. It was very frustrating when the meat was not flat. There we go. Oh, there we go. Frostbite's all healed. We're all good. You're only here for the harvest and the sizzle. Alicia, hello. So there are only 2 cooking spots in the fire, even though there are other stones. They need more cooking stones or a little grill to go over it. That'd be awesome. That would be so freaking cool if they had that. It'd be so cool if they had something like that. I would totally be down for it.
Too heavy.
Totally be down for something like that. Getting colder here in eastern Finland tomorrow. I think it's going to be something like negative 24 Celsius. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That is cold. That is cold. Figure I'll just repair some of my clothing while we wait for this stuff to cook. Let's repair up our socks real quick. Oh, it's 40 minutes to repair your socks? Really? What about our hat? 27, that's good. Bit tired, but awesome nonetheless. Oh, that's great. 69 and sunny there. Isn't that every day in San Diego, though? There we go, baby. Cooking 5, my friends. Cooking 5. The world is now officially our oyster. Cooking 5 achieved. And Cooking 5 achieved by day 50, my friends. Day 50 and Cooking 5. Boom, baby. Boom. That calls for points. That does call for points. Lots of points.
Energy.
And that's all of our meat. And that should be enough time on the fires. And we have an aurora out, too. That looks like a good photo opportunity. There we go. We had our little fires going. Celebration of the moose. We'll take a picture. We took a picture, my friends. All right, there we go. Let's grab a torch. Grab a torch. And grab a torch. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah. All right. We get up tomorrow. We're going to head over to the Mystery Lake and try to hunt that that bear. We got another bear in the zone that we need to hunt, and that's the one over at Mystery Lake. Because we didn't have a clear-cut bear. Didn't have the bear here at the clear cut. We didn't have the bear at the trapper's cabin. But hopefully we'll have the bear over at the other place. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave these guts here. Just gonna leave those curing there. I'm gonna move most of my stuff over to the
I need to drop something.
No, you don't. Shh. I'm going to move most of my stuff over to the trapper's cabin. Because I think after we get done in Mystery Lake, we're going to head into Milton. And then we're going to head off into... Milton, and then we're going to go over to the Hush River Valley. Because Hush River Valley is continually my favorite zone. I love Hush River Valley. Hush River Valley is a great, great zone. We get another moose there. Get a couple bears there, get a lot of loot there, and it's still early in the game, so a lot of the stuff we find there is still going to be in great shape. Hey, UC, how you doing? Hello, hello. Welcome, 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 my friends. How's it going tonight? We had a transformer blow near my house last night. And you were without power from 1 a.m. until about 6. It was very cold. Oh, I bet. I bet. Oh, more feathers. We need the feathers. Then we need to also make a new bow, because our bow is at 31%. So when we get to the trapper's cabin, we'll make a bow. We'll make a bow, and we'll chill out for a few. We're going to come back and grab some more meat, because we got to get some meat over there. That's the one thing that sucks about getting the bear and the moose by the unnamed pond, is that the food is not really in a place that you want it to be. You sort of have to do some shuttle runs
to escape this cold.
You have to shuttle run food over to Trapper's Cabin, because that's where you sort of want to hole up. Because Trapper Cabin's really nice for the crafting table, for the rabbits that are around there, for all the good stuff and things you can do there. So... Your arm's sore? Oh no, yeah, my arm still twinges every once in a while. And I got mine over a month and a half ago. But that's probably just the microchip, you know, working its way through my body so they can, you know, so that I get the free Wi-Fi. I keyed. Hey, Bella, how you doing? Yeah, 5G, exactly, a 5G hotspot. That's what I'll become. Bella, how are you today? I just used bleach in my lungs. Are you not supposed to? Are you not supposed to use bleach in your lungs? What? Don't do that. Yeah, mine when I got my Johnson J&J shot, it hurt like crazy, and I was kind of out of it for a day. It didn't really make me sick, it just made me exhausted. I was just kind of like, ugh. I was so tired. It was just the tiredness that was more annoying than anything. Path has a long dark key for that condition. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Sure would be nice if we got the bonus moose here. That'd be really spiffy. If we got the bonus moose. I'd love to get the bonus moose. But I don't think we're going to. Sometimes if you get a moose at Carter Hydro Dam or the Unnamed Pond Cabin, you can get another moose that'll spawn here at the Trapper's Cabin with no warning at all. Old Oregon hobo cure. Bleach in your lungs. You've been sick for a week. Oh no, I was horribly sick on New Year's Day. I ate something New Year's Eve that did not agree with me, and I was really sick that next day. I mean, it knocked me down and put me out. All right, let's put down the moose hide.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
That'll be my welcome mat. Put down the bear hide. That'll be my table cover. And let's put down the deer hide. That'll just sit on the floor. Cured. Look at all this good cured stuff we have here. Oh, baby, yeah! Cured birch and cured maple up the wazoo. We got wood. We got stuff and things. What do we have in here? We got another arrowhead. Some of the feathers in there. All right, so we need to make another bow. You don't want to know what I use for chapstick? What? What do I use for chapstick? I don't even know. What do I use for chapstick? Hey, Python Papa! Hello. How are you doing? Hope all's going well for you. And hope your wife's doing well too. I don't think we'll be able to make the extra 2 arrows tonight, but we'll at least get the arrow shafts done. Oh, I don't have any water on me. That's okay. We'll get it back tonight. Let's see if we can make a single solitary arrow before the sun goes down. Because we still have a little bit of light, and if you use your toolkit, it only takes 45 minutes to craft an arrow. We might get it. It's just going down right now. We got it. Nice. And by the way, boys and girls, so We're on day 52. We've been alive for 51 days now. We have carcass harvesting halfway through 4, basically. We got cooking to level 5. We got fire starting into 3, so we don't need tinder anymore. No more tinder. I'm off tinder. Archery is into level 4. Mending is almost at level 3. And we're doing good. Hey, angler. I'm going to say angler. You're about to buy this game. It looks fun. This game is amazing, angler. Do it. Do it. If you like survival games at all, angler, this is the best. I say this with no hesitation. This is the best solo player survival experience you will ever have. The story mode is okay. It has a story mode that you can play. And I recommend when you start playing that you do play through the story mode, because it will give you some good, like basically like almost a tutorial of what to do in the game. But the survival mode of it is where it's at. Now, I will warn you. It doesn't matter whether you're playing on Pilgrim, which is the easiest survival level, or Voyager, or Stalker, or Interloper, which is the hardest survival level. All survival levels are permadeath. Permadeath. So, just be aware that if you die, doesn't matter whether you're on day 5, 50, 500, or like Will Eggy McKenzie, 826 days in, it doesn't matter what day you die on, you have to start all over again on a new file, and you have to go from there. So, just be prepared for that. And I would recommend if you play the if you play on Pilgrim or Voyager, I play the story mode first. Then I play probably on Pilgrim or Voyager, probably Voyager because you have aggressive animals on that. Pilgrim has no aggressive animals. But play on Pilgrim or Voyager and learn the maps, because in this game you have now it's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You have 12 major zones, which are huge, and you have 3 connector zones in the Winding River, the Ravine, and Crumbling Highway. So you have 12 major zones and 3 minor zones to get familiar with, and they are huge. This game currently has more square kilometers of gameplay area than Skyrim. So it has a lot of area to know. And it's very easy to get lost, especially if there's a blizzard or a fog storm. It's easy to get lost. It's easy to die from the cold. The environment generally is what's going to kill you in this game at first. Wolves and bears will do their part as well, but the environment is going to be deadly to you at first in this game. And you just have to be willing to, you have to be in the mindset of, okay, I'm gonna die. Don't take it personally. Try to look at every death you encounter and try to figure out what you did wrong. If you didn't know where a safe space was, if you didn't know, if you were carrying the wrong tools, or you were doing the wrong thing, or you were traveling at night and an aurora wolf hits you. There's always some reason that you died. And it usually all leads back to you. So just kind of keep in mind when you die, try to kind of strategize, okay, well, what happened there? How did I die? A wolf came over a hill. What could I do differently? Could I have taken a different course and maybe avoided him attacking me up from a blind spot? Always kind of think like that. And don't get down by dying, because all of us in the long dark die eventually. That is the only end game to survival, is death. The end game to survival is death. There is no winning the game. As long as you're alive, you are winning the game. If you die, you're not winning the game. So as long as every day is a win. And so basically it's all about trying to beat your own personal bests. It's trying to stay alive longer than you did last time. That's all you can ask for. But it's a great game. It's a very, very, very great game. So, how do Aurora wolves differ from standard wolves? So an Aurora wolf, standard wolves are afraid of fire, as well as timber wolves. Aurora wolves don't care about flares. They don't care about fire. They care about eating your face, and that's it. They also generally hit harder than standard wolves do, and are more dangerous. So you have to be very careful about the Aurora wolves, because you can't scare them off with torches. They don't get scared off with torches or anything. So you just have to be very cautious when getting into wolf territory. They act completely different, and you have to react completely different than you do in comparison to regular wolves or even regular timber wolves. One thing to also remember is that during blizzards, the animals tend to despawn. That is not true for timber wolves. Timber wolves do not despawn during a blizzard. So if you're in a blizzard, the timber wolves will still be up with you. There are no silver bullets either. Really good breakdown of TLD. Well, you know, I've had a lot of experience with TLD. Oh, we got Mending 3. Let's see what Mending 3 gives us. So Mending 3. So, the other thing, we got Cooking 5. Cooking 5 is great. Once you get Cooking 5, it's a game changer. All these first 4 things are great, unless, you know, no calorie loss, smashing cans. Calories of any cooked stuff is plus 25. Less cooking time. Ready times increased by 20%. The biggest thing about Cooking 5 is you never get parasites or food poisoning. So you see this nice little can of food here? That's at 0%. I can chow down on it and never get food poisoning from it. Thank you, Rainy Day Gamer, for the 14th month. Month respawn. But
Rainy Day Gamer
I would
just resubscribed for 14 months.
Thank you so much. I would also recommend, if you're getting the game, watch some streamers who play the game. Not just me, but watch other streamers as well, because everybody who plays this game approaches it a little bit differently. You'll pick up things from me that you'll go watch One and Only, and you'll pick up different things from him. And he'll do things a little bit differently. And that's actually really the beauty of this game, is that there's no right or wrong way to play it. The only wrong way to play the Long Dark is to not play the Long Dark. That is the only wrong way to play this game. However you find with your play style that you can stay alive, you're doing it right. The only time you're playing it wrong is when you die. So go watch other streamers and watch me, watch other streamers, get different ideas on what you can do, how you can you know, survive, and then apply those to your own game, and you'll have success. So well, no, but see, the thing is though, you're playing the game. What did I say? The only wrong way to play is not to play. That's the only wrong way to play the Long Dark, is not to play the Long Dark. I don't need Tinder anymore. I'm gonna throw this extra stuff in there. Alrighty. So that's the only wrong way to play it, is to not play it. As long as you're playing it, you're doing it right. Unless you're carrying 4 flashlights, yeah, don't do that. I would highly recommend not doing that. But yeah, I mean I think that's the one thing I really like about this game, is that everybody has a little bit different play style. Everybody has a little bit different take on what they do and how they play. Some people like Kimiota are very technical players, and they don't take any unnecessary risks whatsoever. I mean, Kimiota, I've always said, is one of the best technical players of this game ever. He does things that I could never imagine doing, because he is very cautious in every aspect that he takes. I have a little more fast and loose gameplay. I kind of do things not the smartest all the time, but we have a lot of fun doing it. So I do risk it for the biscuit every once in a while. So I'm gonna throw this down here. We're gonna bring our meat over from the. Oh, you know what we should do? If we're gonna bring our meat over, we should leave stuff here. We should stockpile a few things here for ourselves. Because I don't need, on a meat carry, I don't need that. I don't need that. Don't need the flare, the lantern, my bedroll. I don't need the lantern oil or those kits. I don't need the stones. I don't need the torch or that stuff. I'm going to keep my backup bow because I don't know if my bow's going to live. I'll transfer all this stuff over here. I'll put the cattails in there because I don't really need those. I'm going to put the birch bark teas in here, and I'm going to put my stems, all but one. I'll keep one stem. The rest of this medicine doesn't weigh anything, so I'm not worried about it. I'm going to leave that in here. And, yeah, that gets us down to 18 kilos. There we go. Oh, and talking fish. Yes, I do fish puppetry. On the few rare occasions that I actually fish. I don't fish a lot, but I do fish every once in a while. And we have fun when we fish. We do have fun when we fish. Because the fish talk to you and they say, hello, how's it going today? And they always have a nice accent. The fish are very proper. Well, except for Billy the Bass. Billy the Bass, he's kind of a gangster fish. He's an OG gangster fish. Well, let's see if there's any feathers over here by this wolf that we killed. I'm scared of the Aurora bass. Oh, the one I'm scared of. Is there? Oh, there it is. The one I'm scared of is that one right there. The demon fish. You gotta watch out. You may catch the demon fish, boys and girls. You may catch the demon fish. The demon fish is the one that I'm really scared of. Oh man, he was spooky. I looked into his red eye and I knew that like my world had changed. But yeah, we have a lot of fun. Yes, there's the demon fish right there. You can go watch that clip. It'll show you exactly what the demon fish is all about. There's the clip. I just threw it up in chat. Heck, I'm gonna stop and play it. I love that clip. Hold on a second. Now are you? All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the demon fish. Nope. There we go. Full screen. You might notice I have red eyes. If you take my calories and you turn them upside down, what do you get? Think about it. Think about it. I am the demon fish.
And I will steal your souls.
That was a scary fish. I don't like him. That was a scary fish. I didn't like him. No, now, you might notice I have red eyes. No, that was the demon fish. That was the demon fish, man. Hey, if you take his calories, you turn them upside down, what do you get? You get 666, baby. That fish was cursed. I almost felt bad keeping him. Coral! 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 But yeah, that was from a long time ago. My God, I got clips that are years old. Well, and then we have day 473, the day that changed my channel. That clip right there changed my channel. I got so much activity on my channel after that went on Reddit. That was the day we died. We were going for 500 days in Interloper, and we died on day 473.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
And we had to start all over again. Cereal lack is calories upside down. Yeah, the dark ones. I haven't seen him in a while. been starting to play through on the new Blackrock map in Pilgrim mode so I can explore it. Oh, that's an awesome idea to do. That is an awesome idea. Yeah, you'd want to go in there on Pilgrim or Voyager. The Timberwolves are just a pain in the butt. I don't know, on Pilgrim, do the Timberwolves come after you still? I don't know if they do or not. I'm curious about that. I wonder if the Timberwolves still come after you on Pilgrim. They may. And always, always, always pick up your sticks, boys and girls. Even if you think you have enough sticks, you're wrong. Even if you're like, I got tons of sticks. No, you're wrong. Pick up your sticks. Pick them up. My interloper run I just took into Blackrock, is a bad idea? Well, I lost my 826-day interloper character there. I don't think it's a bad idea, but you could become really dead meat. How you doing, really dead meat? How's it going, my friend? I don't think it's wrong to take your interloper character there, just don't get too attached to him. Just don't get attached to him. Oh, there's no clip of day 826. No. That was the most ridiculously annoying death to poison gas. There will never be a clip of that. No. I don't want a clip of that. That made me sad. That made me super sad. Lose Will Eggy that way. Like, no! I almost felt like Darth Vader. No! Yeah, they brought the stupid gas mechanic into Interloper. Or into survival mode. Which I think was a horrible mistake. Horrible. Horrible mistake. But they brought the gas mechanic into it. I thought the gas mechanic was dumb in the story mode, and I think it's even worse in survival mode. Oh, now we can eat all this meat because we have cooking 5. Yeah, baby. Well, it broke our arrow. And it made him run. And that one just ran. Summon a lich, man. There's the dead deer there. There goes this deer over here. And around here. He's still running. He's still running. He's running over there now. We got eyes on. Eyes on. Yep, he's up there now. So we got 2 deer down. How much fuel do I have? I got 18 sticks and a piece of coal. I got 18 sticks and a piece of coal. That's where it's at. Oh, come on. Come on. Seriously? I'll grab my arrow. Seriously, I can't harvest that. I can't get that right there. Seriously, I can't put a fire there either. Or a fire there. I hate you! Hate you! We hate you! Hey, Styles Zach, how's it going, buddy? Well, we got cooking 5. We got ourselves a moose. We got ourselves a bear. So things are looking up. We got a moose bear. We got 2 deer down right now that we got to harvest up. But we'll survive that. We'll get that done. I was trying to find a good place to put a fire for that 1 deer, but I can't seem to find one. Maybe I can put a fire over in this corner here. Okay, I can. I don't have any torches on me. Never mind. I left all my stuff back here to get meat. Hey, Give a Cup, how you doing? Hello, hello. And boys and girls, if you haven't done it, go give Stylezach a follow on YouTube. Well, I guess it's a sub on YouTube. Give him a sub on YouTube and check out his content. He's a really good YouTuber. He's got a lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool vids. We're cold. Let's go inside. We've lost enough health, and we are really tired. Or we're really cold. Like I said, you can never have enough sticks. Even with all these sticks, that's still not enough sticks. It's not enough. There's my torch. Grab my pots. Get my gear back. Those cattails are for emergencies. Nah, I don't want the rocks. Why am I grabbing the rocks? How do you gain health? You gain it while you sleep. As long as these 4 are white, you're getting a small amount of passive health regen. If you sleep, it increases and you get a lot more health regen when you sleep. But all of these have to be in the white. If any of them are red, you start losing health. So if you're completely exhausted and tired, you start losing health. If you're completely thirsty or completely hungry, you start losing health. The main one that will affect you most of the time is the cold. And you'll start getting a hypothermia risk when you're cold. If the hypothermia risk ever reaches 100%, like ours is at 52 and going down because we're warm right now, but if it ever reaches 100%, you get full-blown hypothermia, which will make you get exhausted very quickly, and it will kill you very quickly if you don't get inside or build a fire or get warm again. And then you have to stay warm for 24 full hours. And if at any point in that 24 hours you're not warm, if your cold ever goes to the red within that 24 hours, the hypothermia resets and you have to stay warm for another 24 hours. Hypothermia is probably the biggest killer in this game. That's the thing that'll probably kill you most often in the game, is hypothermia. So you definitely do not want to get hypothermia, trust me. Oh, I can break that down and make another arrow. Look at that. I did a stream a couple days ago doing an interloper tutorial with day 3 summit. Forgot to loot the cloth container up there. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. Yeah, that would be bad. How many? I got 4 feathers. I'll leave 1 here. There we go. Grab my toolkit, because you always want to use the red toolkit when you make arrows, because it's hour and a half with no toolkit, 45 minutes with a toolkit. So it's so worth it to use that red toolkit. And the nice thing about toolkits is they do wear down as you use them, but to repair a toolkit, all you need is a piece of metal, and you go to the toolkit, hit repair, and you repair up the toolkit, which is really nice. Toolkits are used for lots of things. Toolkits are used to repair your crampons. You need 2 pieces of metal and a toolkit. Toolkits are also used to repair heavy hammers. With a heavy hammer, you need a toolkit and a piece of fir firewood. Toolkits also repair your storm lantern and your hacksaw. Actually, I should repair my hacksaw, Speaking of. Is hypothermia based on RNG if it's below 100%? Based on RNG, how? Once you get a hypothermia risk, it increases at a pretty standard pace until you have full-blown hypothermia, if that's what you're asking. That's what you're asking. Basically, once you get it, it just incrementally goes up and up and up until you're warm again. And then once you're warm again, it will go down. But hypothermia, it's just caused by you being outside when it's cold. It's caused by, are you talking about the hypothermia risk or actual hypothermia? If you get 98% and go down, could I get hypothermia? No. No, it has to be 100%. It has to hit 100% to actually get hypothermia. So the hypothermia risk, it's not like intestinal parasites where it's a percentage chance. It has to be at 100% to get it. If you get to 99% and you get inside, it starts to go down, and you're fine. Now, if you went back outside and you were out there for 5 minutes and it went to 100%, now you got it. But it's not it's not an RNG though. I see what you're talking about now. I was unsure what you were talking about there, but no, it's not RNG. It has to be 100%. All right, let's grab a little bit of our reclaim. Let's take this shelf down. Oh, I used to be able to take this chair. I forgot you can't take that chair anymore. Take this shelf, too. I do have a backup bow made. Yes, I have my 28, and I got my 100%. Usually when my bow gets to about 30, a little bit above 30, between 30 and 40 is when I like to craft a secondary bow. Because I have had a bow break at 30%. So it is possible that it can break once you get to 30%. So you want to be super, super careful and not have it hit that 30%. Or not have it go below 30% without having a backup along. That's why I always say you need a lot of maple in this game. And honestly, don't worry about your bow losing condition. Early in the game, your bow is going to lose a lot of condition very quickly. Later in the game, your bows are going to last seemingly forever. They're going to last a long, long time. So don't worry about it. A lot of people are like, I don't want to shoot him because it's going to wear my bow down. You want to get those bow skill ups. You can only get bow skill. You can only get archery skill ups in 2 ways: making arrows and shooting your bow and hitting things. That's why early in the game I shoot a lot of rabbits, because every rabbit you shoot is an arrow skill up, and rabbits never fight back. If you miss a rabbit, it doesn't do anything. Rabbits don't attack you after you miss them. And they're a lot easier to hit. You can get really close to a rabbit before it will sense you there. Now, all animals, if you get too close to animals, and if you get close to an animal and it doesn't see you, the moment you draw that bow, it will basically, you have what I like to call a threat radius around you. And once an animal gets within that, they'll see you and they will run. And you want to that's why crouching is so good, because your threat radius gets really small. But once you pull the bow, your threat radius goes from this to that. And so sometimes the animals will see you, even though you're, I don't think I can carcass start. No, it has to be 75%. So sometimes the animals won't see you, but you draw your bow and they start running. And the reason they're doing that is because you draw your bow and your threat radius increases. Because they have that alertness about them. They're like, oh crap, he's gonna shoot me. So yeah, it also teaches you how to shoot the bow. And shooting the bow is in and of itself. Aiming the bow is a skill in and of itself. And it's a skill that you can only acquire by practice. Now it's cheap. Now it's faster to take it with our knife. I mean, I don't really need the meat, but I'm gonna take the meat. Because you never can go wrong taking meat. I'm gonna get the hide though while we're waiting here. I'm gonna get the hide and the guts. Get those ready to go. Oh, it sounds like a storm's coming up, or a wind's coming up too. Hopefully it doesn't blow our fire out. Or blow the fire down. The fire never actually gets blown out. The wind will blow your fire down to 9 minutes, but it will never actually truly blow your fire out. I'm gonna make a little water on this other one because I'm a little thirsty. All right, that was perfect. Grab a torch off that.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Harvest equals love, it does. A good harvest equals lots of love, my friends. Always remember that. Harvests are love. But yeah, aiming the bow is very, very... It is a skill because all arrows have drop in this game. And so the further away you are from your target, you have to elevate your bow above the target to get it. Now, guns don't really have a whole lot of drop. So shooting guns is way easier in this game than shooting arrows. Which is why a lot of people lean on the gun early in the game, in Stalker and stuff. But if you're going to play a lot of Interloper, or if you want to step up and play some Interloper, I would highly recommend learning how to shoot the gun, or learning how to shoot the arrows. Practice a lot with arrows. Get used to shooting the arrows, because that's the only weapon other than the flare gun that you have available in Long Dark. And the flare gun is kind of a weapon of last resort. You do not want to depend on the flare gun. You couldn't accurately shoot from here to, say, that rock over there with a flare gun and hit anything. The flare gun is good for about 6 to 8 yards or 6 to 8 feet in front of you, and that's about it. Any further than that, and you're kind of taking your life in your own, you're basically probably gonna miss most of the time. I mean, the flare gun's great. Don't get me wrong. I love the flare gun, but it's an emergency use when a bear or a moose is charging you. Yep. Yeah. When a bear or moose charges, exactly. Yeah. That's something you use when the bear or the moose is charging you, and you're like, no, 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 no. Because you don't want them to hit you. Now let's see. Can I build a fire on top of the hill maybe? Or is it smarter to build it down on this side? I can't build it by the deer. I tried. I tried to put a fire down somewhere in here, and the game's not letting me. Because it's too steep. I say we sort of build it behind this tree. Yoda uses flare gun all the time. Oh yeah, I use the flare gun quite often too, but I usually keep my flare gun for emergency purposes.
Come on.
I keep it for emergencies. If I can't successfully take down most animals with a bow, then I probably shouldn't be doing it. The flare gun I find very useful for hunting moose and bear in an open environment where you have nowhere to sort of hide from them, or if you can't take a long shot at them. Or a lot of times, like if I'm coming over a hill, you'll notice I'll switch to the flare gun, because the flare gun aims and shoots a lot quicker than your bow. So a lot of times I will switch over and use my flare gun as my emergency tool in case a wolf or a bear or a moose is on the other side of the hill and comes and gets me. Take that for 14 minutes. Thank goodness it's not too cold out here. And since we have that warm tea on us, it's way less cold. Oh my god, seriously? Hey, I chose wisely. I chose wisely. My fire's still going, baby. You chose wisely. Do I have any large teas on me still? No, yes I do. Drink down some of that and get some warm-up bonus. Take the hide. Hopefully still got a fire going. Oh, nice. Nice. Woo! I just hope the wind doesn't shift. Drink that one down and get a little warm-up bonus as well. There we go. Getting the warm-up bonus from teas is very, very helpful. It allows you to do a lot more in cold weather than you would otherwise. Alright, we got everything we want from that deer pretty much. We're just gonna chill by the fire here. Alright, let's go. Oh, jeez. Matthias with the gifted sub going out to Kurgo! Kuro! Not Kurgo, Kuro! Megumi! Kuro, welcome in. Matthias, sorry.
Damn.
I always say Matthias, I don't know why. Matthias. I know it's Matthias too. I know that. And I always say it wrong, I don't know why. Kuro, welcome into the app pack officially, my friend. Let's get double points for that beautiful gifted sub. I don't know why, I just see your name and go Matthias. But welcome into the app pack. Thank you for your 5th gifted sub in the channel. That's awesome and amazing of you. I appreciate it very much. We still have a little bit more meat to go get over at the cabin. We're just going back to Trappers right now. I do know Mystery Lake, boys and girls. There's very few spots I'll get lost here. Even in the blizzard. I've lived in Mystery Lake a long time. Long time. I think we have enough meat now. I think food is no longer a problem. 56, 39, beautiful. By the time we go over and kill that other bear, we'll be able to come back and make our moose hide satchel, baby. Moose hide satchel, ho! Can't wait for that. That's gonna be lit. I didn't make any more water because I had a couple liters here. You know what we should do though? We should make a little fire here and just make some water while we're just chilling. And always, always, always start your fire with a torch. Unless you have Fire Making 5. At Fire Making 5 with a stick, you'll have a 100% chance of making a fire. Anytime before that, though, even if you have a 90-95% chance, there is a chance the fire will fail. Now, on Stalker, Pilgrim, and Voyager, match conservation is not as important, but in Interloper, you have a limited number of matches, and once they are gone, all you have left is the Maglins and the Fire Strikers. Well, then you have the Maglins and the Fire Striker. Once the Fire Striker is gone, all you have left is the Maglins. And you have to have certain circumstances where you can use the Maglins. The Maglins is only good under certain conditions. Well, since we got a storm out there, let's break down some shells. Boop. There we go. 8 liters of water. Boom, buddy, bam, buddy, boo. Take a torch out of there. We'll recycle that. How long have I been playing this game? This is my... Let's see. I started playing in January of 2017. Go. 5 years. Can you believe that? 5 freaking years now. But yeah, about 5 years. I started playing in January of 2017. It was fully released in August of 2017. And I've been playing it ever since. I pretty much built my channel around it, so...
Something's making me feel
Abby,
tired.
how are you today? I hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a great day. But yes, I've been playing it about 5 years now. I didn't start playing it when it first came out. I didn't know about it. Back then, I was still playing EverQuest. And EverQuest 2. So, I was still doing things and stuff back then. Oh, I picked up my pots. I didn't mean to pick my pots up. Gosh dang it. But this is my favorite game. This is like my favorite game of all time. I pretty much built my channel around this game. Got partnered playing this game. So I was the innocent little baby. New to the channel, doing great. I am doing awesome. I am doing awesome. We got another hour and a half or so that we're gonna play some Long Dark. And then tonight we're going to play some Medieval Dynasty as well, which I hope you guys will stick around for. What? Stewie! Stewie, baby! With a 27-month resub! Thank you, Stewie, for that 27-month sexy resub.
Stoolage just resubscribed for 27 months. Day 531 of silence from Hinterland on changing the name of the region to Arth Canyon.
It'll never be Ath Canyon. It'll never be Ath Canyon. That would be very, very awesome if they did change the name to Ath Canyon, but it'll never ever happen. It'll never be, my friend. I appreciate you harassing them about it, but no, not harassing. I appreciate you inquiring with them about changing the name, but that will never be. That'll never be. 90%. We got 61 on the bear hide, 45 on the moose hide. So, Abby, have you played The Long Dark a lot? Have you just recently got the game, or do you have any questions at all? Because we're always willing to answer questions. I think I will have a good weekend. We're gonna go on a bear hunt, though. What do you think about storytelling part of this game? It doesn't matter to me. It's a nice tutorial for newer players, but this game for me is about the survival. The story mode it's good. I mean, it's not bad. It's not a bad story. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's kind of cool to see some backstory on Will and Astrid and stuff. But And it's a good tutorial to sort of give you a introduction to the game. There's several things you need to watch, though. The tutorial has several aspects of it that don't prepare you well for the survival mode of the game. The story part of the game will put your clothes on for you. Survival mode does not. You have to pick your clothing, you have to look at it, see what the stats are on it, and decide what you're going to wear. Story mode just kind of slaps them on you. And I don't like that. I wish it had a little more control for the player on that. The other thing about story mode is that in the survival aspect, you have all these skills. And when you start a new character, all of your skills are at level 1. Story mode, all the skills are set at between level 2 and 3. And they never get better. So you're sort of in a limbo with your skills, and it doesn't really explain how the skills work or anything. So you have these skills, carcass harvesting, which helps you get meat and stuff from the animals. You got a cooking skill, which gives you more calories and gives you different benefits from the food. You have a fire starting skill, which makes it easier to make fires, and it makes those fires last longer. You have a fishing skill that lets you more easily catch fish, have less chance of your line breaking, and gives you bigger fish as you skill up. You have a rifle firearm skill and a revolver and gunsmithing skill, which in the mode of gameplay I'm playing, which is Interloper, there are no guns in it, so they don't really take effect, but those basically make you more accurate, make you have better crit chance, make you have less sway. You have an archery skill, which gives you less bow sway, more damage, more crit chance, less bleed out time, and you have a mending skill, which gives you more of a chance to successfully mend your clothing, and you get more increase in the amount of repair that you get out of your clothing as well, and it also reduces the repair time. Like I said, in the story mode, those skills are all set between 2 and 3. Fire starting, I know for sure, is not 3, because in story mode, you always have to use tinder to make your fires. And once you hit level 3 fire starting, you don't need to use tinder anymore. I think, for me, it's unpopular opinions channel that story mode makes survival more interesting, having locations that have some story behind them. Hey, no, that Goonies, that's why I said, I'm not big into story mode. I play it. It's enjoyable to play for the most part. And it kind of gives you, the main thing I like about it is what you're saying, is it gives you backstory. It lets you sort of have a lore about the different places that you are in. It gives you lore on Will and Astrid. So it gives you your little things. I mean, so no, I totally agree with you. That's not an unprofessional opinion or unpopular at all. That's what I mainly like about story mode, is it makes you go, oh, we're going to go to the community center. I remember that from story mode. Or, oh, we're going to go to the farmhouse in Pleasant Valley. I remember that from story mode. Oh, we're going to the trapper's cabin. That's where I met the trapper dude. And, you know, so it definitely, story mode has its place. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, as a long-term player of the survival mode of this game, story mode, it is what it is. It is what it is. It doesn't have a lot of replayability, where the survival aspect of this game has a ton of replayability. Now, the one thing, Abby, that I will warn you about, in story mode, if you die in story mode, you do respawn and you can try again. In all modes of survival play, in all of the challenges in the game, it is all permadeath. So if you die, you have to start all the way back over. All your skills are at 1. You have very little gear. You have to explore everything again. And this game currently has 12 major zones, and it has 3 connector zones, which is the Winding River, the Ravine, and Crumbling Highway. The game is massive. It has more square kilometers than Skyrim at the moment. And the game is amazingly fun. The frustrating thing a lot of people find is that it doesn't have a respawn point. They don't have respawn points. But that's part of the game. That's specifically built into the game to make the game harder. That's why once you play the story mode, which I highly encourage you to play it. I'm not saying don't play it, but highly encourage you to at least play it once. Once you've played it, though, I would recommend playing like on Pilgrim or Voyager, whatever your comfortability level is, and learning the maps. Map knowledge Map knowledge is the key. Map knowledge is the key. Where did my Twitch name come from? Atheenon? My Twitch name came from the first EverQuest character that I ever played to max level. He was my Dark Elf Necromancer in EverQuest 1. And it was a super easy name to get on every social media platform because nobody's gonna have that name. Nobody's gonna have that name because that's my thing. But yeah, Atheenon was my first EverQuest character that I ever got to high level and played on a regular basis. We're gonna throw stuff in here and do a meat run real quick. We got one more meat run to do. So I'm gonna drop my stuff back in here super quick. I'm gonna drop that and the feather and those and the old man beard and that and those. And I'll keep the water on me just cause. Drop my heavy teas in there and some of my stems. There we go. Okay. Now we're down to 20 kilos, so. But yeah, that's where it came from. That's the story behind the name. Is it was my first EverQuest character ever. And I played EverQuest and EverQuest 2 for like 14 years. 14 years. My real name is Loot Monkey. It is. No lie there. Because I am a loot monkey.
Make it rain!
Exactly. But yeah, the game is amazing though, Abby. It's a really, really great game, and there's a lot, and if you're in this Twitch community, there's a lot of really great streamers of the Long Dark.
Power in the verse
A lot of really great streamers of the Long Dark that you can watch at all different times of day. And you can get, and the fun thing too, Abby, is that I was telling somebody in chat earlier about this, that you'll pick up all sorts of different information watching different people as well. I have my own play style. There's a lot of people who play way differently than I do, and that's their play style, and it works for them. And you can pick and choose what you like and don't like from those play styles and go from there. There will never be an official multiplayer to this game, no. And I would never play it anyway. Multiplayer is the antithesis of what this game is all about. I have a couple of games on my PC. I can't find time to play them, so why would I need another one? But the Long Dark's fun to watch, too. I sort of reference... a lot of times I'll tell people the Long Dark is like playing a game that has a lot of really, like, unexciting events occurring where you're just walking around, exploring, looting, finding things, shooting a couple rabbits or a deer, punctuated by extreme moments of, like, fear and anxiety when you get attacked by a bear or a wolf or a moose, and a lot of times, a lot of it is just about avoiding them. You can avoid them a lot as well. You can avoid a lot of the moose and bears and stuff. You can work around them. The wolves are a little harder to avoid because once they get your scent, they come after you no matter what. And you can't, unless you have no sprint reduction at all and you have maximum sprint, you usually can't outrun a wolf. Early in the game, you can sometimes outrun a wolf unless he's really close to you. You can always outrun the bear. The bear's a slow-moving freight train that will eventually catch up with you and kill you. But you can usually outrun the bear, and you can always outrun the moose. You can get out of the moose has a radius that if you get within it, he charges you. But as long as you skirt that radius, he won't ever attack you. So the moose is only mean if he feels threatened. Ooh, look at all those cured guts we got, baby. I'm glad I left those here. Oh, those are fresh. I'll drop the fresh ones. I just want to pick up the other ones. Just drop them as bait. They fall out real quick. Oh, they're at 94%. Can we take that? No, we can't. Let's see if there's anything else in here I could break down. I'm going to take... Oh, I don't have the hacksaw to break that down, do I? I will take my water. Do I do multiplayer? Not really, no. I've never been a big multiplayer person. I will actually be playing tomorrow at about noon to 1 o'clock. I'll be playing a little if I can talk. I'll be playing a little bit multiplayer of Icarus. I've been playing mainly solo on Icarus, but I'll be playing a little bit of multiplayer with another streamer, Gameslift84, who, by the way, is an awesome is an awesome dude. He plays Long Dark a lot too. He was last playing Project. I saw him playing Project Zomboid last night. I don't know why I want to call it Zombioid. It's not the right word. But he was playing some Project Zomboid last night. He's going to be joining me for some Icarus tomorrow. But generally, I play just solo games. For me, it's not so much that I don't enjoy multiplayer, because, heck, I played EverQuest for 14 years. I enjoy multiplayer. It's just, for me, multiplayer doesn't stream real well, because I have a hard time keeping track of what's going on in the game and talking to the other people I'm playing with. I have a hard time talking to them and keeping up with chat. And for me, keeping up with chat is one of the biggest things I like to do while I stream. Because for me, that's my fun. I'm going to leave a little bit of meat here. We're just going to get it all nice and straight. Straighten out my meat.
What a nice bear.
And he smells like strawberries.
Oh, he smells like strawberries. That was for Make It Rain. Somebody made it rain, Python Papa. Some of us aren't worth keeping up with. What? I saw you say you should play The Forest. You should play The Forest. Didn't really enjoy The Forest a lot. Wasn't a big fan. And I think that's mainly because I never played it when it came out. That's a nostalgia game at this point. Much like Mass Effect. But The Forest is much like that for me. It's just a nostalgia type game. But in multiplayer, BB, because that's what I heard from developers. But the idea is that that if it were to multiplayer, I would say the mechanics of the game should be changed. Oh, yeah. Totally. That's the thing, Rebel. If multiplayer adds in a whole range of what-ifs with this game. Because what if you want to fast-cook something? Are they going to take all passing of time out? Because if you fast-cook water, you're passing time. If you fast-cook food, you're passing time. If you're crafting, you're passing time. If you're chopping down wood, you're accelerating time for yourself. There's so many things in this game that accelerate time, that make time move faster, that how would you translate that into multiplayer? Because it's not like a lot of games like Icarus or Valheim. When you're chopping down trees, it's based on you hit the tree so many times. In this game, everything is so time-based and time-sensitive, that you don't think of cutting the cedar down in 4 chops. You think of, oh, if I'm going to take a cedar limb, it's going to take me an hour of game time to do it. And so you're managing the time that it's going to take you to do it versus the cold, and if you're hungry or thirsty and that sort of stuff. And how would you regulate that in a multiplayer scenario? I'm sure there's going to be something, or if your partner goes to sleep and you can't, and you have to then do everything in you have to have them sleep in real time or something. It just, I don't know. It adds a whole level of complexity to the game that I don't want to think about. I mean, there's some games that regulate it, like Wrath and Valheim and Icarus, where everybody has to sleep at the same time. But that's about the only aspect of those games that has a time acceleration mechanic.
Freezing.
I could take another deer right here. Oh shoot! And it hit the frickin' tree. Where'd my arrow go? It hit the frickin' goddamn tree. That tree is huge. The tree's way bigger than it looked. But that's the main things I look at, is how would those get regulated in this game? Yeah, put your head down, buddy. Put your head down. Put your head down. No. Don't walk up the hill. You little bugger. You little bugger. Don't walk up the hill. Don't do that to me. Okay, put your head down. Got him. Nice. Nice. That second arrow break?
Some
Yeah,
days
broke.
you get the bear, and some days the bear gets you.
Second one broke. It was actually good that he ran away from us. It's easier to hit a deer running away from you because you just have to calculate where you're going to fire and shoot straight. If he's strafing across you, oh jeez. If he's strafing across, then it's harder to hit him because you have to shoot before he gets to the spot that you want to shoot him at. And a lot of times you can't. That's a lot harder to calculate than shooting straight up a hill and trying to estimate how far he's going to be away from you, because he has a pretty constant lope there. So I don't know how I redeemed those. How did I redeem those? And thank you everybody for coming by. Thank you everybody for coming by. Please do not spam the stuff though. I did finish the mission yesterday. Yes. We
that's a
finished
moose,
it.
guys.
That's a moose right there.
We did
finish it.
That's a moose right there.
We did finish it yesterday, which I was super stoked about. Yep, we got all the stuff we needed for the one pod. We carried our most of the stuff we needed for the one pod. We went up to the other pod. And we dumped off our leather and our fur. And then we came back and picked up a whole bunch of pumpkins and carrots, filled up the one pod, took all of our meat back over there, and then finished up our hunting. We only had like 100 meat left to go. Where did I find my moose? He was over by the unnamed pond. Oh, Kuro, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, my friend. Don't shoot. I forgot I had these guts on me. Don't worry about it, buddy. I think we probably have enough meat here. I'm just taking a guess. I did not choose a next quest, no. I'm not going to be playing any more Solo Icarus till Monday. So I didn't take another quest because I won't be able to get on and play until Monday. So I didn't want the timer, because all the timers are in real time. I didn't want the timer to run out on me because I was unable to get back on till Monday. Because I was going to play some on Sunday, but I forgot that I had already promised my friend to come over and help her do some stuff at her place. So I'm going over there on Sunday. Well, I'm going over there Saturday evening to Sunday. And then I won't be back until Monday. So tomorrow, though, we're doing some group play Icarus. And that should be fun. Gameslift is going to join me for that, so... But I only have like 4 hours to play tomorrow, so we're gonna have to take a relatively easy mission to do. It's something that we can bang out in 4 hours and get done, because we're gonna have to finish it up. Otherwise, we'll have to finish it up another day, and I don't want to have to do that. So we'll probably take a pretty easy mission and just get that done. That is 96% cured. 63, 48. So this is halfway cured. It takes 10 days to cure it. So we got about 5 more game days before that's going to be completely done. I say tonight we head over to the Mystery Lake camp office and rest there tonight. And then we go hunt the bear out there tomorrow morning. I need to grab my gear.
Pack is getting kind of heavy.
Always with the comments, buddy. Always with the comments. Let's throw the tinder in here. It's my Tinder sake. Honestly, I like the game a lot. I have I have somewhere at 350 hour played, now an operable game, custom days, 376, but I can say that's one of my favorite games. The Long Dark, the most beautiful ones, the most of the most normal survival games. Like Miscreated, 7 Days to Die, Rust, etc. Yeah, it's by far my favorite game. I mean, without any hesitation, I can say it's my favorite game of all time. It is without a doubt. It's a beautiful game. There's vistas and views that you get in this game that are just absolutely freaking amazing and wonderful to experience. And I love everything about the game. Well, not everything. I don't like the poison gas. But I like pretty much everything about the game. Poison gas can go pound sand. Alright, so we got 21. Okay, so I got a lot of wood weight on me. That's okay. I want wood weight. Oh, no problem. No problem at all, Rebel. Always, my friend, always. So we're at 40 kilos. Let's grab... Let's see. Yeah, let's grab a little bit of moose meat here. Eat a little bit of moose meat. We'll drop that little tiny piece. And we'll pick up one more big honk of moose meat. That'll give us food over there until we get something. And we have 1 arrow down temps. It's only -7 out, which is good. It's only -7 right now. There's one more deer over here, but I'm not going to try to take him. Those other 2 deer, I just wanted those deer. I wanted to get those deer because I mainly wanted the hides. The hides are the deer hides are something very important because I need to at some point repair my deerskin pants and boots. They're both at 90% right now, so not a big deal. But later on, we'll want to repair those, and I wanted to have hides and guts for them. I think I might actually tonight. I'll probably leave some of the food at the camp office. I think we'll go up to the Mystery Lake Overlook and sleep in the cave up there, because that way we can get some outdoor time, because we've been spending a lot of time indoors, and the game has a mechanic called cabin fever that you have to be aware of. If you're not real aware of it, so cabin fever takes a look at your 6 days. It's a 6-day moving window that goes forward with you. It looks at those 6 days and sees how much time you spent indoors, how much time you spent outdoors. And in that 6-day window, if you ever spend more time indoors than outdoors, you start to get what's called a cabin fever risk, which increases the more time you spend inside, decreases the more time you spend outside. If you get full-blown cabin fever, the risk of it is basically, the risk of that is if you get full-blown cabin fever, then you cannot pass time or sleep indoors for a full 24-hour cycle from the moment you get it, which can be really bad if there's a storm or something going outside and you can't get to a cave or something like that, because you can't even pass time. So you want to pretty much spend a lot of time outdoors if you can, because that makes it so you don't get cabin fever. I probably should check this corpse and see if there's some feathers around it. Oh, look, there is. Feathers! No more. There was a feather. Feather! Or you get stuck in a mine for 8 days. Exactly. Exactly. Now, we haven't actually gone over here yet. Sometimes there's some maple down here. I don't see any right now, but sometimes there's maple, like, right over by that fallen log area. Or just past it. I don't see any, though. Probably going to face about 2 to 3 wolves going over here. And we got a stank lion on us, so... It's so great that survival games are getting more popular. It just feels like only indie game studios that can create something really interesting. You know, Vibe Night, there's not a lot of good stuff that comes out from the AAA studios, in my opinion. Probably my favorite AAA game is, Okay, come on, buddy. Charge me. There you go. My favorite AAA game at this point is Horizon Zero Dawn. That game was gorgeous. That game had great fighting, great story, great art in it. It was a beautiful game. And I really enjoyed Horizon Zero Dawn. Unfortunately, it was just, you know, it's one of those where it was a PS4 exclusive for so long that I didn't get to play it till it ported over to PC. But I loved Horizon Zero Dawn. I thought it was a magnificent game. But that is a good point. Indie studios seem to be the ones that can make good survival games. I think it's just because most AAA studios look at a survival game and go, well, how do we make money on that? How do we put out DLCs for it? How do we microtransaction it? How do we sell skins for that game? That's the big thing I hope dies at some point. I've never understood buying skins for a game. I never will. Buying an item for a game that doesn't give you any benefit game-wise, like gameplay-wise, like warmth or accuracy or damage or anything like that, or protection. Just doesn't seem to be like, well, why do I want to spend real money on that? Why would I want to do that? I mean, the worst thing that ever happened to EverQuest is they went free to play. Back when EverQuest was a pay-for-service, it was an amazing game. Once they went free to play, the game just went straight downhill.
Can't feel my hands.
Once they went free to play, the game became a high-end rating game where people bought their way into good characters. Bought their way into powerful characters, I should say. And they had no idea how to play them. You'd get a healer that couldn't heal. A tank that couldn't tank. DPS that couldn't put out DPS. I remember one time I was in a raid. I played a Troubadour, which in EverQuest 2, which is a support class. A very good support class, actually, because it gives a lot of benefits to a lot of different classes. But Troubadours generally don't do a lot of damage. Their DPS is medium. It's like medium DPS. The big DPS classes in EverQuest 2 were like wizards and warlocks and rangers, that sort of stuff. But I was in a raid one time where I was out DPSing half of the DPS classes because I knew how to play my character, because I had been playing that character from level 1 all the way to level 90 over a period of like 4 years, where the guys who were in the raid with me had basically started their character, bought their way to level 90, and never actually went through all the pain and the process of actually learning how their character's mechanics functioned. And that was the most frustrating thing. It was like, why are you guys not doing more DPS? You guys are DPS class. That's all you're good for. And you guys can't out DPS me. It's like, really? Like, really? Yeah, it was very, very frustrating. Very frustrating. But, you know, that's the thing, though, is that when it went free to play, it opened up that door. And it opened up the door to people getting into the game, which is great. But I think it also shut the door on a lot of long-term players who actually wanted to play with experienced players. AAA studios pump out so much money into marketing they can't possibly deliver. More than anything, they're guilty of falsely raising expectations. Cyberpunk 2077. Indie studios have more talented creators, but they don't waste huge sums on marketing, so good games feel like a surprise. No AAA is released without years of hype. And if you're hyping 2 years into the future, you have to guess what technology will deliver. Cyberpunk 2077. Cyberpunk 2077. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, never be fooled again. Never be fooled again. And I will never be fooled by them again. Ever. Never, never, ever. No, they're never gonna get it. They're never, ever gonna get it. They're not getting my money this time. But it's true. It's true. I mean, studios pump up games so much that they can never possibly deliver on it. I mean, look how hard Cyberpunk 2077 was pumped. Look how hard they pushed that game as this huge, open world, immersive experience that was going to be amazing. That was going to be amazing. That got delayed time and time again because they were making it even more amazing. And when it came out, you couldn't play it on console. You couldn't play it. You could barely play it on PC. If you had a good PC, you could play it. If you didn't have a good PC with a great graphics card, you got a lot of glitches, a lot of crashes, a lot of bad things that happen. And even on my good PC, I could barely play it. I got glitches too. And the main criticism I had of Cyberpunk 2077 wasn't even the graphics, because honestly, I'm old school gamer. I'm used to graphics not being the greatest. I'm used to there being glitches in games, and I find them more humorous than annoying most of the time, unless it's a game-breaking glitch. The main thing I found with Cyberpunk 2077 is about 40 hours in, I just kind of got bored. I just got bored. I wasn't invested in the storyline. They didn't have a lot of sub stories. There was not, unlike Red Dead Redemption 2, which has all these little side missions and side stories and interesting people that you're meeting and helping. Cyberpunk 2077 didn't have that. I was hoping that Cyberpunk 2077 was going to be like Red Dead 2, but in Cyberpunk's world, and it just wasn't. It had one main storyline, it had a couple little branching storylines, and then it had a whole bunch of guys trying to sell you cars, and a whole bunch of, oh, here's a robbery going over here. Go over there and stop them and get piles of loot that then you just scrap because you can't even make it back to sell the stuff. And it was just like, ugh. If this game were on Android, it would certainly be very playable, but I find it a little difficult to make a game like Long Dark on Android, although not impossible. We are in 2022 after all. Yeah, you know, they put it on Switch. You can play this on the Switch now, so 2077 could never be Witcher 3. That was his first fatal flaw. The hardware was just one of many of the flames on the dumpster fire. Yeah. Yeah. It was trying to be like Red Dead and Witcher 3, and it could never equate up to that. Especially after all the hype and you know, hyping it with Keanu Reeves and you know, no hate on Keanu Reeves. I mean, he got a paycheck. He was doing what he had to do. But if I was Keanu, I would be like, oh man, just distance me from Cyberpunk 2077 as much as you can. And Cyberpunk 2077 was really hot for about a month. And do you hear anybody that excited about it anymore? You don't hear any chatter about it. You don't hear anybody going, oh, that was such a great experience. I mean, Subnautica is still one of my faves. And Subnautica is how many years old now? Subnautica is ancient compared to most games at this point. And Subnautica still holds up to this day.
Feels like
Subnautica still holds up. I gotta take that meat out here and drop it in the cold. Yeah, only the original Subnautica, though. The below expectations Subnautica I didn't really like a lot. And that's just me. I'm not saying that you can't enjoy Subnautica Below Zero if you want to. If you enjoy Subnautica Below Zero, God bless you. But no. Well, No Man's Sky, I think more than... No Man's Sky kind of redeemed itself because they kept... I think No Man's Sky would have probably had a lot better reaction if it had been less hyped. And they said, here's the base game. Play with it. Have fun with it. We're going to be adding lots of stuff in the future. We're going to be giving lots of updates to it. We're going to be adding in new content. Just you wait. You will see what we can make this game become. And this is our sort of rough draft of what we want to have out there. And I think it just failed on that level where it promised way too much and it delivered way too little. Yeah, they should have released it as early access. And that's the thing. No Man's Sky is a perfect example of an early access gone wrong. And it showed. I mean, people returned the game in droves. People returned the game in droves. And video game creators kind of went, ooh. Yeah, if No Man's Sky had taken the same approach as Long Dark did, I think No Man's Sky would have had a very different future than it has right now. Now, see, there's always a deer corpse up here, but this deer corpse is already decayed because of the glitch in the game right now. This is what we came up here for, though. Oh, baby, look at that sunrise. Look at that sunrise. Oh, my God. That's what makes Long Dark amazing. We stand up here. We look down on Mystery Lake. We take a picture. Oh, look at that. Look at that new day. We're up here. Oh. And you know, Goonies, when I first started playing Subnautica, there was no end to that game. When I first played Subnautica, there was no finality to that game. There was nothing to once you got down to the lava zone, it was kind of like, okay, whatever. And then, you know, then they added more to it, and then they added more to it, then they added more to it. And so, you know, Subnautica was a good game anyway. I've always loved Subnautica. I mean, I'll be playing Subnautica this month, by the way, boys and girls. Subnautica I'll be playing either late this month or early February. But Subnautica is a great game. And if you've never played Subnautica, I highly recommend it. I highly, highly recommend it. It is an amazing game. You will. It is kind of scary in points because it has a lot of underwater stuff, and I know that freaks people out. Oh, of course. Let's craft a bandage real quick. But yes, Subnautica hype. We will be playing some Subnautica later on this month. Or early next month. One of the two. Now we'll use a tiny tea to fix our pain. Oh god, we got 3 wolves out here, baby.
Cold.
Want to try for a personal best speedrun on permadeath? Oh, he just moved. Ooh, almost a little too late there. Almost a little too late. Oh, we got the other one. Oh, I missed! I missed! Oh, jeez, we missed, boys and girls! Get off me, you stinky wolf! He did that little Jimmy jive. I knew I was gonna get myself in trouble there. Use that. Use that. He did a little Jimmy jive on us. Wow, he hit us hard there. I wonder what he did to my stuff. Bedroll at 22%. Barely touched my clothing. Oh, he got my clothing too, and damage. God, that wolf was tough, man. He hit a lot of our stuff.
No power in the verse can stop me.
He hit a lot of our stuff there. BK, thank you for following there. I need to get warmed up before we go any further, though. Let's see if we can get a mag lens fire. I bet we can. I don't know how you get a mag lens inside the fishing hut, but I'll take it. Woo! Yeah, I had a feeling too. I played this War of Mine. Yeah, it's a very depressing game to play. This War of Mine is a very depressing game to play, but I have played it. It's pretty fun. It's a pretty fun little game. Lots of tough choices in this War of Mine. A lot of tough choices in it. I've actually had characters commit suicide in that game, which is very,
Thank goodness for that.
Alright, that should warm us up. Let's make a couple bandages. Am I carrying fresh guts on me? Are those fresh guts? No, those are cured, okay. I've noticed, have you noticed the difference in cabin fever and food poisoning between custom and interloper? Cabin fever I don't know about because I don't ever get cabin fever risk. But I have noticed that the food poisoning, well, not food poisoning, but the intestinal parasite risk is way different. Well, not risk, but if you get intestinal parasites, you only have to do it for 10 days. instead of the normal 20 days. So there is a difference in that, yes. Do I have any teas to cook? No, I don't. Okay. Well, I know I'm going to need to drink an herbal tea tonight to sleep, and it won't take effect until I drink it. So I'm just going to use it and heat it up. Drink that down. It won't take effect until we sleep tonight, so...
Too heavy.
Of course we're too heavy. But yeah, I've noticed that, but I don't know about cabin fever or food poisoning. Cabin fever, I haven't noticed it because I don't go for cabin fever. Go for cabin fever. And how you doing, Mally? How's it going tonight? Hello, hello. Good to see you. I can see you. Yes, I can see you. I can see Mark Wars too. I just had the weirdest glitch. I was playing Astrid on day 7 or so. I was in Quonset, picked up my hides and stuff to move, and when I went to the jar, jumped back to day 1. So what? Say what for Big Fudge? I don't know anything about that. That's weird, Chris. Did you reload the game? Hey, we got a fishing book. Nice. Did you reload the game at all, or? Oh yeah, go say hi to Mind Over Mandy. Say hi to Mind Over Mandy for me, VR. Mark Wars, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. Well, but I now have Cooking 5, so I don't have to worry about it anymore either. Hey, Beer with All Friends is extending their sub through February. Thank you for extending your sub through February there, my friend. Appreciate that. There's no alert set up for something like that. I don't think the bots know what to do with that. Now we should have a bear over here. I don't see him though. I've had a very weird lack of animals on this run, and I don't know why. Like the bear at the unnamed pond didn't show up for a long time until I actually went out of the zone, went into Mountain Town, came back into the zone, then he finally showed up. You are not invisible. You reloaded it, but it's still strange to be reset and changed to will. They're hibernating. The bears are hibernating. I don't want them to do that. I don't want the bears to hibernate. Where do they get off hibernating? Where do they get off doing that?
No power in the verse
Hey,
can stop me.
Cody, how you doing? Thank you for the follow. Yeah, who said that? Who said that, Mark Wars? I mean, who said that, BK? There's some guy named Mark Wars in channel? I don't know. I can't see him. Well, the bear den is right over... Where's the bear den over here? It's like, I think it's up in that cliff. We'll go see if if there's bones in the bear's den. I shadow banned Mark Wars a year ago. You shadow banned him. Well, that wasn't very nice. Yeah, see, there's the bear den right there. Do we have a clear-cut bear? Because I've not checked the clear... I don't know where the bear's cave is in the clear-cut, so I didn't check. I mean, I never saw that. We were in the clear-cut for a long time. And I never saw hide nor hair of the bear. This is very strange. I think the bear's cave is like right here. I'm pretty sure this is the bear's cave right here. And there are bones in it. So this is his spawn point. This is his spawn point. There's bones in there. But I don't see the bear anywhere. Well, we'll go hole up in this cabin and get some rest. Then I guess we'll see if he's up tomorrow. I love Subnautica, but I don't know why I have a problem with Below Zero.
Warm up soon.
Because Below Zero is not that good. It just... Below Zero is a completely different game from Subnautica. Below Zero is just completely different than Subnautica is. And it's not, in my opinion, it's not as good as Subnautica. It's a smaller map to begin with. Over half the stuff you need to do in Below Zero is above water, which they should have called it Subnautica, half above water, half underwater or something. Or mostly below water zero or something. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of Subnautica Below Zero is above water, which doesn't. That's just. To me, it just wasn't as good. It just wasn't as good. They changed the storyline in that game many times. They actually deviated from the original story, which I actually thought was good. And they went into this weird storyline of other things that I thought was kind of meh. I don't know why they changed it. I don't know why they did that. But it just wasn't as good as the first one. The first game had way more. I think the other biggest complaint I've had about Below Zero, and I've gone over this before, so I'm sorry, I'm going over it again. But one of the biggest complaints is that in Subnautica, you always had lots of room around you. You could swim, you could take your sea moth all over the place. Sure, there were small enclosed areas that you could choose to go into, but they were kind of like special places. In Below Zero, the entire experience feels very claustrophobic. There's always something above you, beside you, below you, around you, at all times. And everything, there's no real places in the game where you're just kind of free. Yeah, and you can't even get the sea truck into certain places. And the suck truck is the worst part of it. I hate the suck truck. Give me my good old sea moth any day of the week. Give me my good old sea moth any day of the week over the suck truck. Who's the best doctor? Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Well, the fourth Doctor, of course, Mark Wars. The fourth Doctor is always the best Doctor. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where the game feels way smaller. I think it's one of the main things. The game feels way smaller than Subnautica did. Subnautica was Subnautica was very open. Sure, there was those 2 islands that you could go to, and there was the Aurora that you would go to, but those were just 3 places that were above ground, and honestly, those places had there was a lot of glitches that happened above ground. And Below Zero didn't seem to correct any of those glitches that you encountered in the above ground areas in Subnautica. It was very weird. It's like you guys had all this experience building Subnautica, and your above ground areas were always glitchy as far as movement and jumping and all this sort of stuff. And then you didn't really fix any of that with Below Zero, which just seemed kind of, I don't want to say lazy, but just seemed kind of lazy. It's like, okay, we're going to take the engine that didn't work in Subnautica, and we're going to port it over to Subnautica Below Zero, and that's how our above ground mechanics are going to work.
Not sure
and
why
it
I feel
just
so
it
tired.
just didn't function real well. So yeah, I you know, I don't want to bash the game. It is a pretty game. They did a good job with some of it. I love the first storyline they introduced where you were stranded on the planet. Your sister was up in the space station communicating with you, giving you updates on what was going on, sending a care package down to you every once in a while. And it seemed like a cool, little story that they had going. And the whole thing with the alien down there was kind of meh, even in the beginning. But I was like, okay, I get it. You're trying to investigate what's going on the planet. It adds a little mystery, sort of like the first one. But then they just scrapped that whole storyline, and they revamped it like at least half a dozen times between the early alpha and the full release. And I just kind of got disinterested. And when I got to the full release, I played Below Zero, and honestly, I quit the game halfway through. I just noped out. I was like, yeah, it doesn't inspire me. It doesn't have, I have no interest. I don't care about her. I don't care about Alan. I just don't care. and so, yeah, I just kind of noped out of the game. And that was my last experience with it. And I will never go back to it. I'll play Subnautica again this year. In fact, I'm going to. Subnautica remains one of my favorite games. But I just didn't have any interest in playing Below Zero anymore. And that to me is a failure on their part. That is not how you do to me that is what I think Last of Us 2 was to a lot of people who were fans of Last of Us 1. From everything I've seen. I never played either of the Last of Us games. I'd actually love to play Last of Us because I've heard it's really good. But it's only a PC or a console exclusive, so I can't play it. But there was a lot of, kerfuffle that went on around Last of Us 2. And I know a lot of people returned that game that were big fans of Last of Us 1. And they were pissed off about what happened in Last of Us 2. And, it's like, hey, those are decisions companies make. And it's like, it's not like it's right or wrong. There's no right or wrong with it. And there's no shame. And if you really like Below Zero, there's no shame in that. You enjoy it. Enjoy what you want. But I just didn't get into it. Did I play Detroit Become Human? Oh yeah. I think I had the worst and the best ending. I played it at least 6 or 7 times all the way through. And I had the worst ending where everybody died. And I had the best ending where everybody lived, everybody got through it, and I had mediocre endings where some of them survived, some didn't. Detroit Become Human. If you've never played Detroit Become Human, it is an amazing game. An amazing game. What is that clip? Oh, is that me getting mulched?
My fingers.
Was that my...
Ah, Jesus Christ.
That was Connor getting mulched. I actually did a I'll be back run where I killed Connor every chance I could. If Connor could die, I engineered his death. Whether he fell, got mulched, got hit by a car, got shot by Hank, everything. That was a fun run. Yeah, much love for Hank. Yeah, much love for Hank happened here. That was probably my saddest run too, because at the end of that run, Hank took his own life. And that made me go, I never ever want to do that again. Never, never, ever want to do that again. Because that made me super sad, because Hank was like my favorite dude. But yeah, I love Detroit Become Human. That way, I even went back and played, what was the game before? Beyond Two Souls. I played Beyond Two Souls as well. Had a lot of fun with Beyond Two Souls. It was way more scripted. Way more scripted than Detroit. Detroit is a way less scripted game because in Beyond Two Souls, you could do something completely stupid and your character would still live. In Detroit Become Human, your characters could easily die at any time. At any time. Yeah, I tried Wild 8. The isometric perspective, I just couldn't do it. it just that and that sort of perspective. I pushed through with it in the Flame in the Flood, because I really enjoyed Flame in the Flood, and it was a fun little game to play. But yeah, that sort of perspective for me doesn't really work in video games. It's just me. And I didn't really like it in Don't Starve. I didn't really like it in Wild 8. I'm wondering though. I know they don't have their sale going on anymore, do they? Yeah, Detroit's full price. Flame in the Flood's full price. Everything's back to full price now. Dang it. But yeah, Detroit's a great game. If you're into like the Telltale games, the ones that make you make decisions, it is like that on steroids. It's like those on steroids. Oh, there's the bear. There's the bear. So yeah, it is an amazing game. Really good game. It has those great decision-making things that you have to do, but at the same time, it's open to you doing what you want, risk and reward. The quick time events I'm not a big fan of, so I didn't play. I played it the first time on the harder mode, where the quick time events are harder. Ever since then, I played it on the easier modes, where the quick time events are pretty easy to do. Because I don't mind dying to my choice. I hate dying to a failed quick time event. I played Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls, but not Detroit yet. Oh, dude, play Detroit. It takes what they created in... I never played Heavy Rain myself, but it takes what it created in those two games, and Quantic Dream stepped it up to like level 20 in Detroit Become Human. And the fun thing is, even if you, because there's three main characters in Detroit. There's Connor, there's Marcus, and there's Kara. And even if one of those characters dies, that story ends, but you still play through the other ones. Which is just, it's great storytelling. It's great storytelling. Detroit made me forget real life for like 48 hours. I will never forget it. Yeah, it's actually and Detroit Become Human has such poignant moments in it too. That's the thing I really liked about Detroit Become Human, is there's such poignant moments in that game that are just beautiful, that are uplifting, that are depressing, that are inspiring. It runs the whole gambit. And overall, it's just an amazingly fun game to play. Wonder if I can get a Maglens fire started. Nope. Hey, Feed, how's it going, buddy? Well, you know, that's been my biggest joy streaming Vibe Night, is that I've been introduced to so many great games. And I think probably the pinnacle of my Detroit Become Human streaming happened the night that Brian Deckard and Amelia raided my stream. If you don't know who Brian Deckard and Amelia Deckard are, go check out Deckard Gaming's on Twitch here. They do stream. I think Deckard Gaming was just streaming, they were just streaming Horizon Zero Dawn lately, which was awesome. But Brian Deckard and Amelia Deckard are Brian Deckard is the person who played Connor. I played Life is Strange. It was really good. Brian Deckard is the one who played Connor in Detroit Become Human. And his wife Amelia was one of the dolls in Detroit Become Human. And they raided my stream one night while I was playing Detroit Become Human, which was freaking awesome. That bear is on fire. That would be my second bear, right? Yes, please. Thank you for shouting out Deckard Games there. They are awesome. Yeah, they're... Oh, they were blast playing Detroit Become Human again. Nice. Yep. Bear's dead. Bear is dead. I don't know where he is, but he's dead. He's dead, Jim. But yeah, so yeah, that was just... They raided me with like 600 people that night. With like 600 people that night. While I was playing Detroit Become Human. I was actually getting towards the end of my stream... And then they raided me while I was playing Detroit Become Human, and I was like, oh crap, I have to keep going now. I just got raided by Brian and Amelia Deckard. And I was like, dang. I gotta keep going. And that was an amazing freaking night of streaming. That's like the dream. That's like the dream, man. You know what I'm talking about? But
I need to drop.
Yeah, I have played Life is Strange. I really like Life is Strange. I didn't like Before the Storm, and I played a little bit of Life is Strange 2 and just got bored. Life is Strange is one of those where it was a very unique experience that is almost impossible to recreate. I recommend if anybody has not played Life is Strange, buy Life is Strange. Also buy Life is Strange Before the Storm, but play Life is... Even though Before the Storm is a follow-up game chronologically in the time it was released, even though it was released after Life is Strange, play Before the Storm before you play Life is Strange, because it is a prologue to Life is Strange, and it will give you a... It'll change... If you play Life is Strange before you play Before the Storm, it radically changes how you play Before the Storm. Because the characters are introduced in a very weird way. Oh great. Listen for the crows. Alright, crows to the left and crows to the right. I'm gonna go to the crows to the left. There's crows right ahead of us. That's probably where the bear is. Yep, there's crows right up here. Yep. I'm hoping that's where the bear is. Or it may be where this corpse is. Oh crap, I bet this corpse is over here, huh? These may be the corpse crows. Yeah, so play Before the Storm, and then play Life is Strange. You'll get way more out of it. You'll get a whole different experience out of the deal. And it's a good experience. Life is Strange is a great game. Okay, those were not the crows I was looking for. But yeah, I really enjoyed Life is Strange. I hear crows over that way, so we'll head that way after we get these cattails. But yeah, Vibe Night, play Life is Strange Before the Storm. It's a good game. It's not got the same mechanics that Life is Strange has in it, but like I said, Life is Strange is such a unique experience. It could never be duplicated and be as powerful or be as good as the original. Here's our bear. Yep, there he is. Hey, Kehoe, how you doing? It can be quite triggering to be aware of that. I didn't find it triggering. I don't get triggered easily though. I'm 50-something years old. I don't get triggered by nothing. Oh, jeez. Getting triggered's a young man's game. Thank you for the 200 bits.
My marvelous boss. Happy New Year. How you're doing? Long time I don't have the chance to get out of my book to check you. I hope the chat is doing great.
We are doing awesome.
And my fellow mod friends.
Oh man, thank you so much for that 200 bits. Let's give out some beautiful hides there. See, I don't get triggered by much though. There's very little that triggers me. Slow drivers on the freeway, they trigger me. Video games don't tend to trigger me that much. But that's just me. There are very, I will say there are very mature themes that resonate through both Life is Strange Before the Storm. What? Through Life is Strange Before the Storm and Life is Strange, there are very mature themes that you need to be aware of if you play those. They are not for the faint of heart. I will say that. So you gotta be, you know, I would recommend Life is Strange to 18 and older. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? Is that a fair enough kind of a thing? Where I wouldn't recommend kids playing Life is Strange. Because it is more of immature content. Exactly, yeah. I think thematically the themes in the game are very poignant and very good. But yeah, I can understand what you mean. Yeah. I get what you're saying, Bella. So that I could 100% agree with you on. You have to be aware that those themes are going to be in the game. And you have to be prepared for those themes to be in the game. But yeah, Life is Strange. The mechanics of the game are so unique. I think that's the thing I liked about it the most, is the mechanics of the game are, it's just a very unique mechanic that I had never seen in a video game before, which made it super special. And I think and that's something I find super cool. Well, as long as no storm comes up, we should be able to harvest here in peace. But I get you. Got 20 minutes left on that. We can get three pieces here.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
We're gonna risk it, boy. No, don't do a blizzard dance. BK, I was just gonna say we're gonna risk it because I'm hoping there's not gonna be a blizzard. Do not say blizzard dance right now, BK. But you know, that's for me. I think that's one of the biggest joys I've had streaming. Streaming has opened up so many opportunities for me to enjoy like different games that I would never probably have ever been introduced to. If I didn't stream, and so I think for me that's been one of the greatest things. Is there's so many games I would never ever had been like introduced to if I didn't stream, and most of them have been you guys. You guys have been the ones that have introduced them to me. Now at this point, my dance card is pretty dang full of different games to play.
Turned out pretty well.
But, yeah, I mean, actually, we'll cook these small pieces on there. 48, 31, good. But one of mine is people who do not watch intersection of four-way stop. Oh yeah. You know what one of mine is, Techno? It's the people who do not go when they're supposed to go at a four-way stop. That to me is even more annoying. It's like, it is your turn, and they just sit there looking at you. Like, what are you waiting for? Go. It's your turn. Yeah. They're like, no, you go. Yeah, that's what you mean? Oh, yeah, that's what you mean. Yeah, I get annoyed by that a lot, too. It's like, just go already. Jeez Louise.
This gear is starting to slow me down.
I may have overextended my fires a little bit. But okay, Techno Wolf, I got you. I misread that. I don't know how I misread that, but I totally misread that. But yeah, that gets me too. You even helped get me into a zombie game, I know.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer. I can barely walk with this much gear.
You always say that, Will. The longest time, I love to see you stand outside my door. Hello? Is this the bear you're looking for? 'Cause I can see it in the bear's eyes. I can see it in his toothy smile. The beginning of that music always makes me think of Lionel Richie. And I don't know why. And I'm not going to apologize for it. Because Lionel Richie is freaking awesome. Alright, get a few more on there. Get those cooked. Get a drink of Wawa. We'd cover Hello Metal Style and people loved it. Nice. I could see that as a metal
Feels
song.
like a lot of gear.
I could see that as a total metal song. That one would be good. I think you missed this earlier. I found the perfect base location for myself in 7 days. It's an overpass over a road, a bridge. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a great idea, actually. Make them zombies climb to you. Climb to me! That and Caribbean Queen. I can never say that word right. Caribbean Queen. Good Lord. Atheenon has troubles talking sometimes. Because he always goes, Caribbean Queen. It's like, is it a caribou? Is it a caribou queen? I don't know. I think it's a caribou queen. Because Caribbean Queen doesn't sound as good. One that I really liked was Bad Wolf's rendition of Zombie. That was it. That was good. That I dug a lot. All right, let's put this in here. Hook that up. Get a little water.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
Caribbean Queen. Yeah, you're carabining. Woo! Cindy with a 21-month resub. We got our second bear hide, boys and girls. We got a whole bunch of guts.
62 just resubscribed for 21
Give out some points for that, baby. Oh, yeah. We got an 18% bow. I'm going to grab a little bit of this
weigh me
meat.
down.
I know it is, buddy. We're going to head over to these cabins over here and chillax. We're going to drop our stuff. Got a little bit of food and water. We got to get back to Trappers, though, and repair our clothing. And our moose hide should be getting cured very quickly. The bear hide probably is already cured. We just have to wait for the second bear hide, and we'll have a bearskin coat. And then we got to start hunting around for another moose. Because the first moose hide I always make the satchel out of. First moose hide, without a doubt, goes to the satchel for me. Coats you can get coats in the game. There's only one thing that makes a moose hide satchel. A moose hide. I know that seems pretty ridiculous, but got a moose. Will you do the Fandango? I will do the Fandango. But how you doing, Cindy? Thank you again for the 21-month resub. I didn't even put some sub hype up. I gotta put some sub hype up there for that 21-month resub. Holy shnikes. That's awesome. I appreciate it very much. Carabine Queen. It's like a carabiner. It's like he was getting ready to go mountain climbing. You know, I'm doing pretty good. This year started out pretty bad. 100 viewer hype. Yeah, we gotta get that in there too. This year started out, to be honest, pretty bad. Oh, shoot. I'm dropping my guts, ain't I? I was very sick on New Year's Day. Not feeling good at all. And then, I hurt my back sleeping on... What, Monday? Was it Monday going into Tuesday? My back really ramped up and kicked my butt on Wednesday. But we're back and we're doing good now. We're back and we're doing good now. So, yeah, it's been a very weird new year so far. Very weird new year. But it's getting better. So, you know, like people in chat were saying, hey, at least your year has nowhere to go but up. So that is totally true. My year's got nowhere to go but up at this point. So, oh, you don't have to say hello to BK. BK doesn't need to be said hello to. The one thing I wish they did is make these cabins a little more unique. This is a pretty standard cabin layout in this zone. You got the chair, the bookshelf. This is over here with that, the chest, the chair and the table, the bed, the shelf over here with the bucket on it. It's a pretty standardized type thing. How much wood I got left on me? Oh wow, I got tons of wood left on me. Holy shnikes. That's a lot of wood, boys and girls. That is a lot of wood. Let's grab our hide and our guts. Go outside and get a little food on our way. I'm gonna come back over here in a minute. I'm gonna leave that food there. Where were my fires out here anyway? Where'd the bear die? I think it was over closer to the hut over here. God, you missed the chat? I know, exactly. Don't get any BK on your shoes. What? Mark Wars. BK is my most lovable troll. We love our BK. BK's like that uncle who goes and gets drunk at every party and everybody kind of just shakes their head and goes, ah, there's being BK. Not that he gets drunk in channel or anything, but you know what I'm saying. The BK stain is impossible to remove. And you know, there's not much stain to it, though. There's not a lot of stain to that BK right there. I'm gonna tell Obby Mark's picking on me. I haven't seen Obby in a while. I hope Obby's doing good. I don't know. Is Obby in chat? Nope, I haven't seen Obby in a while. I hope she's doing okay. Obby was like my lurker mod. She'd always be in chat, but you never knew it. You never knew it until the banhammer came out. Oh wait, BK's a mod too. How did that happen, BK? How exactly did that happen? Nocturnal Druid, how you doing, buddy? How did that happen, BK? That you got to be a mod? Another month in the books. Love the content for the community. Ouch, 1996. Thank you for the sub for 21 months. thank you for that 21-month resub there. Appreciate that very much, my friend.
1996 just resubscribed.
Not bad eating some stupid jalapeno cheddar corn bed. Yum. How's your mom doing, Nocturnal Druid?
And friendly community.
Oh, yes. Great community. How's your mom doing, Nocturnal? I hope she's doing okay in the new year. Gonna watch some wrestling with a girlfriend. All right, BK.
Find someplace to escape this cold.
See you later on, buddy. Midnight Snack just subbed up with Twitch Prime. Brand new subber in the channel, baby. Midnight Snack, good evening, my friend. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. I appreciate that. You do about the same? Sleeping right now? Oh, good. So you get a little downtime? That's always nice. That's always nice. Prime sub, hoy! Prime sub, hype, 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 hype. Oh, jeez. Nocturnal Druid! Oh, you started the train! Oh, my gosh. Woo, woo! The train is going, boys and girls. Get your train hype up there. Get that hype train rolling.
So cold.
Woo, woo!
Just don't know.
Chugga, 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 chugga. And Drunken Monkey, oh god, Drunken Monkey gifting 5 subs to the channel. Oh my goodness gracious. Going out to Frogman, 1979, Mini Dwarf, Stylezak, Drunk QOB, and Jesse Nebulous. Welcome back into the Ath Pack. Drunken Monkey with his 229th gift sub into the channel. Thank you so much, my friend. Give out a 5 million, bazillion, gajillion bear highs to everybody right there. Thank you so much for all those gifted subs, man. That is so, so nice. 229. I keep count. I keep count, my friend. You do not get to escape the count. Thank you so much, Drunken Monkey. That's very nice of you. And Markwar's gifting out a sub to Valor. Gifting out that sub to Valor right there for 44 months. Is 2,972
gifted a tier 1 sub to Valor _ the Desert Fox. They have given 2,211 gift subs in the channel.
2,000. Dude. Mark Wars, I cannot, I just gotta take a moment to say, Mark Wars, as much crap as you give me, as much ignoring of you as I do, I truly appreciate all the support over the years, my friend. It's always, it's always great having you here. It always brings some levity to me. 5 Night, thank you for the 200 bits. And honestly, man, from the bottom of my heart, I do appreciate.
I wonder if I can drop.
I do appreciate your generosity and just hanging out with us and having fun. It's always a joy to have you here, and don't ever change, man. Don't ever change. I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate it. I really, truly do, bud. Yeah, he is awesome. Mark Wars is awesome, and I don't get enough chances to say it. So I just want to have a nice moment for that. Thanks for letting you stay. Well, you're always welcome here, my friend. You're always, always, always welcome here. So we had to use up a bandage on that damn wolf, so we're gonna make another one because I like to have 2 of them in my inventory. Wolves will generally never do more than 2 infection wounds to you at a time. They'll usually, at most, they'll do 2 bites and make you bleed twice, and 2 infections, minus any sprains or anything like that. So, but thank you also everybody who's participating in the hype train. We're at 92% of level 2. Let's keep that train a rolling, baby. We're at 92% with 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go. So thank you everybody for participating in the hype train and keeping it rolling. We've hit level 2. We're going on to level 3. I know it. We're gonna get another 100 bits or another gifted sub, and we're gonna get up to level 3. We'll get through level 2 into level 3. So. All right, well, we've accomplished it, boys and girls. We got the moose down. We got the moose cooked. We got the bear, second bear down. We got the bear hide curing right now. I just about said cooking. We're cooking the bear hide out there. It's very tasty. Oh, jeez. Nocturnal Druid with 200 more bits, taking us through Hype Train level 2 into level 3. Well, and Mark Wars, just think of all the new streamers that you found through being on Twitch as well. That's the thing too. I see you, Mark Wars. I stalk you. I see you in other channels. I'm always happy when I see you there. Cause I'm like, dang it, good. He's finding some other good people to follow too. And that's the thing, though. That's the thing, is the Long Dark community is such a great community, such a tight-knit community that you know, being in my channel, you're gonna find other people. Being in other people's channel, you're gonna find other people, and it just keeps kind of going and going. You know, there's always somebody new to find, somebody fun to watch. Well, yeah, you know, for me, I visit other channels too. For me, this is always home because this is where I stream at.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
But you know, that's the thing about Twitch, is there's so many great streamers on Twitch, and I think so many unappreciated or underappreciated streamers on Twitch as well. That you know, there's a lot of content on Twitch, and I don't think everybody always gets a fair shakety-do. You'll invite us to check you out if you're doing it right. But I can walk around in my drawers here at home. My drawers at home. Sometimes I feel like cheating when I watch someone else's stream. You never have to feel that. I am probably one of the least possessive people about viewership. And I always have been. I figure there's nothing I can do or not do that is gonna bring or drive away people from my channel. I can only be my best self, and if that attracts people to my channel, great. If it drives people away from my channel, there's nothing I can do about it. You know, and you know, and that holds true for any channel. I mean,
too much stuff to carry.
If somebody in my channel gets introduced to a different streamer, and they find that streamer to be more entertaining and more fun to watch than me, God bless them. I mean, entertainment. I mean, because honestly, what we do here on Twitch is entertainment. It's an entertainment area, and people have to find what entertains them and makes them happy. And if it's my stream, I'm happy about that. If it's not my stream, there's nothing I can do about that. And I would never tell somebody, "Oh, you can't watch so and so." That's why I love giving out shout outs, because I want people to experience all that Twitch has to offer. And I play a very small select group of games, and they may not always fit with what you want to watch or what you're interested in. So, if Ath is streaming here, I'm here, but he isn't on 24. Yeah, I'm not on 24/7. And even if I was on 24/7, I probably could still never get to all the games I want to play. Smelly Fries, how you doing, buddy? The last 2 years of streaming by Ath, I was viewing 99.7 according to my stats. Wow. Wow, Mark Ward. That is a testament to your patience. That is a testament to your patience. I streamed like 4,100 hours. Wow. 4,100 hours that I've streamed this last year. That is insanity. That blows my mind. Hey Siri, what is 4,100 divided by 24?
4,100 divided by 24.
170. Hey Siri, what's 170 divided by 30?
170 divided by 30 is about 5.6666.
I've streamed for 5.66 months in 2 years. So in 2 years' time, I've streamed basically 5.5 months of that is all streaming. That is insane.
Something's gotta go.
5 months, 20 days, 8 hours watching Atheenon. Hey, thank you everyone for participating in the hype train. I've got all the hype train level 2 emotes, so I'm not going to get another one. But you may get a hype train a level 2 emote, so throw it up there. 8 subs, 500 bits. Thank you, everybody. Very, very nice of you to do that. I've spent almost a full year watching myself. And that's just me in front of the mirror. That's not on Twitch. That's just me in front of the mirror. Oh yeah, I mean, I pretty much stream full-time and I have a full-time job, Goonies. Yeah, I pretty much work full-time and then my other full-time job is streaming. But for me, it's my side gig, because I enjoy it. And anything you enjoy is never really truly a job. The only time ever actively not watching the stream was during my trucker phase. Oh, when I was playing American Truck Sim. Yeah, I never really fully got into American Truck Sim. I enjoyed it, but it was kind of meh. It was kind of meh. My part-time job is lurking on your stream. Well, that's okay.
My feet.
I lurk on streams when I'm at work too. I hear him, I don't see him though. Thought those when you were gaming you freaked out? I was letting them follow me for a while. I do that sometimes. Only 462 hours of watch time. Rookie numbers. No, that's perfect.
I'm so cold.
There's no such thing as rookie numbers, my friend. A lot has happened in those 3 years. Quern. The forest. Not everything's been for me.
Too heavy.
It's kind of funny too, because you know I look back and I'm like, you know, I've seen a lot of viewership come and go. A lot of people that you know I used to hang out in the channel don't hang out any longer. But we've gained new friends. You know, it's like for everybody that doesn't hang out on the channel anymore, we've gained new friends and we have new people who watch.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind. Drunken
Ath, Date Night Ath, Triggered Deep. Yeah, you know. But that's the thing is that it's always a changing landscape. And there's some people, you know, Hyperman still comes by and subs, but I know Hyperman doesn't watch a lot. But you know, it's one of those things where your viewership is going to change over time, and you just got to be okay with that. Sure, there will be some people who are still here that have been here from the beginning. But, like, you know, I know Wiz Bowman doesn't watch every day or anything like that. But he's still always, you know, he still comes by and subs and stuff. But, God, you missed the pizza? Yeah. Yeah, I was getting really freaked out last night because I was lurking while playing 7 Days and I kept hearing wolves and bears and thinking they were about to attack me. Honestly, you feel like a noob here? No, I had a bout with the forest. It was cool for like 5 hours, but then got mad. Yeah, it was just kind of mad to me. I think what ruined the forest for me is that I never played the forest when it first came out, so I had no nostalgia attached to it. Like oh my god, I remember playing this when it came out. It was so amazing, which is what a lot of people say when they come in. They're like, oh yeah, it was so great. I played it. I played it when it first came out. It was great. It was groundbreaking. It was so cool. There's stuff in it that I'd never seen before. And honestly, after playing a lot of Long Dark, it was like, okay, it's okay. It's not, to me, it doesn't seem groundbreaking, but It's okay. I've played games that have better, you know, that have better mechanics in them than this, but yeah, the Long Dark kind of spoiled me in a lot of ways. Did I put fresh bear guts in? Did I put fresh bear guts in the drawer? Did I really? I did. I did put fresh bear guts in the drawer. Thank you. Thank you, J-Car. But, that is the game I played, Faith to Milo sound games plus ass games. Makes Animal Crossing terrifying and Long Dark confusing. I have times when I watch your stream for about 3-4 months that I disappear for 8. Yeah, and that's the thing, Smelly Fries. That's the thing I think a lot of streamers don't understand is you can't depend long term. You can't depend on the same people to always watch you. You have to always be looking to like expand your base of viewership to have different people coming in and out. And sure, you'll see a lot of familiar faces over and over in your stream, but over years, that viewership is going to change and flow and become different than it was when in the beginning, based on the games that you're playing and stuff like that. And I'm always looking for games like Medieval Dynasty was a prime example of a game that I started playing. People seem to really like it. We met some other really great streamers in the Medieval Dynasty community. We got some new viewers off of Medieval Dynasty, and we like playing it. And we're going to play that here right now, as a matter of fact. And then, like, Icarus is the same way. I'm meeting a lot of different people. We met Mind Over Mandy playing Icarus, and she's really awesome. And you know, and I've met a lot of other streamers through Long Dark. And I think as a streamer, you really need to start looking for people who are playing similar stuff that you're playing and kind of, like, connect with them in a way. Connect with them, you know, raid them, go hang out on their channels every once in a while and talk and have fun with them, because those are people that are in your community, and they have viewers in your community that may not even know about you, and you could get some viewers off of it. They could get some viewers from you off of it, and it all kind of comes back in a circular motion to all of you winning, which is what GamesLift, Hyperman, and myself found when we started our sort of triumphant of streamer. God, I can't even say that word. Our triad of streamers. You know, that was the thing, is that we sort of found that for us. We would make sure that we hosted and raided each other in succession, and all of our viewers. I would raid Hyperman, then Hyperman would raid GamesLift, and we'd all talk about each other. We'd encourage people to go give each other follows, and we'd all gain viewership off of it. I honestly think if Hyperman was still streaming today, I think he would be doing great. I think he'd be doing great. And if GamesLift hadn't had to take like 9 months or a year off, I think he would be doing great as well. Even better than he's doing now. And he's still doing good, but he had to take a long period of time off. And that's the thing too, is that when you stream, you have to make your stream accessible to people, much in the way that must-see TV back in the 80s and 90s. You know, this show comes on at Thursday night at 8 p.m. and everybody knows it's coming on and they tune in for it. And if your stream times and days are all just kind of random, nobody will ever know when you're streaming. They won't set aside the time to watch you. And that's what you want to build, is people realizing, oh, on this day you're going to stream from X time to X time every day of the week. You know, of course with breaks every once in a while. But you want to become, as a streamer, you want to become the must-see TV of the day.